lies, and murder. Lies and murder. Lies, lies, murder, murder, lies, and murder. That's what the Clintons do. They fuck your children, too. And when those fuckers die, they'll be monging, too. They do lies and murder. Lies and murder.
Fuck you and your mugging, man.
Oh, it's funny shit, you know it.
I hate that. All right, you negative Nellies.
Yeah, put your mic up. It's all out of whack.
All right, yeah. All right, you sons of bitches. We got all kinds of crazy shit to cover today. And I actually have notes that will be available on PDF, so you can look at my crazy dyslexic chicken scratches.
If you're into that kind of thing.
That's fine.
Nothing wrong with
Who
that.
knows? Maybe one day we'll have enough of them, they can just bind them all together and turn them into a crazy-ass book or something.
So how was your Valentine's Day, Pop? Did you have a...
Nothing.
Did you just have a Valentine's Day with your no-fap flap?
There was none of that.
No one in your lap?
No, I went out and discovered...
No one to give you a slap?
No. I went out and discovered a new restaurant. Because, you know, I like
What was that?
Well, you know, I have that habit of going by those hole-in-the-wall places.
Of course.
Go and try, because sometimes you find really good fucking food. And there is a shawarma place.
Ooh, shawarma. It's a magic word.
It's right there at Van Dyke and 10 Mile. It's right next to a little supermarket.
Nice.
And literally, I went over and I ordered a 16-ounce New York strip. And he walks over to the meat counter on the other side, picks one out, cooks it, and I get like the steak, and he threw chicken shawarma in there on a bed of rice and vegetables. You could have fed 3 people with it. It's like 29, or without the soda, it was just $27.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
Do you have leftovers?
Yeah, yeah.
Leftovers.
I ate those today, and I'll eat them tomorrow too.
Oh heck yeah! I mean, if you get pay $27 and you get food for 3 days,
It's a deal.
that is winning right there.
Winning.
Welcome to Grunt Speak Live, ladies and germs.
Oh, and
Episode,
we
what
went
is this,
to
117. Holy shit!
We're at 414.
414 live saved. Check out the board. The website was updated this morning.
Yeah.
Gotta love it when that happens. I hope you guys enjoyed the speech on male suicide that Pop gave before a live audience last year. Finally available to the public after long overdue and long over requested.
Well, I got a lot of really good comments on that. If you looked at the comments on that video.
Oh, the comments are great.
Yeah, but but this is really weird and kind of threw me off. Is there's a couple of negative Nellies out there.
Aren't there always?
But like one guy started off with like, "Good, I'm glad you guys are killing yourselves." He was instantly banned. I won't even interact with somebody like that.
And done.
Yeah. And then I had like some other guy, and listen, you know me. I mean, I take a good burn. I put up with people like attacking me and stuff. And then I get to that point when I just issued a warning. I'm like, tread lightly.
Yes.
And then he just kept going, and I'm banned.
And bye-bye.
I'm done. I don't have time for that negativeness in my life, bro.
Nobody does. But the reason why I asked you about Valentine's Day is because this showed up when we were researching for the stream yesterday, and it's just too damn funny. The official Democrat twatter wants you to share the love with these Valentine's Day cards they made, and I can't even believe you're the MVP of my heart. Cold, black, dead, and full of holes for everybody to put their cocks in it. It is, apparently. And then this guy, I had to read further down the article to even figure out who this is. Be my Doug. This is apparently Come Swallowa's husband.
I have no idea.
He's Mr. Kamala Harris.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the guy who, I remember he was trying to take his boat out on Lake Michigan.
Yeah. And
I'm the governor's husband.
Yeah, and his daughter stole Weird Al's haircut circa 1983.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, Biden, my time to be with you this Valentine's Day.
That's just stupid.
The cringe is just...
Oh, my God.
They're piling it on like ice cream toppings. Segue, I love you more than President Biden loves ice cream.
That's tough.
That is very tough.
Because he doesn't remember what he actually loves.
Now, Google Alzheimer's and ice cream, and you'll see how much he loves ice cream.
That's right.
The best part of this, though, because this is not the Bee. I guess they're a spinoff of Babylon Bee.
I have no idea.
Like Babylon Bee is the satire. This is the stuff that's true, but should be satire. If you ain't my Valentine, you ain't black.
Wow!
Epic.
That is hilarious.
The Photoshops are far superior to the originals. Impress her with something expensive for Valentine's Day. Big old bucket of gas right there.
5 gallons of gas.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Did you buy a new shampoo? You're the diversity hire of my heart.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I love this. Nobody knows who I am, and I'd like to keep it that way, please. Doug Emhoff, a.k.a. Mr. Kamala Harris. Roses are red, violets are blue. She's not a doctor. You know this is true.
Oh, hang on a minute. So I got mixed up there. That's the husband of Gretchen?
No, that's the husband of Kamala Harris.
I thought it was the husband of Gretchen. Because
the
husband of Gretchen is the one that got busted trying to take his boat out on Lake Michigan, and they literally said, well, I'm married to the governor.
Well, at least we know that guy gets anal. Probably more than just New Year's Eve and
It's probably well beyond a alcohol-related incident upon request only.
Stretching Gretchen. That woman farts, you can't tell it apart from a yawn.
Oh, God.
A little bit of munging in there, a little bit of munging.
Oh, Jesus.
But we're going to go from a little bit of satire to some sad news for those of you who haven't heard.
All right.
The director of Ghostbusters, Stripes, Meatballs, I mean...
They were good shows.
Lots of really great movies. Ivan Reitman passed at 75. And apparently it was unexpected. So if it's unexpected... Maybe he got a little poke and smoke
Smoky
action.
pokey? What exactly did he die of, does it say?
Cause of death not released. He was 75, though. So he's about life expectancy.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. For everyone out there that's 50 years old and older, you need to have this mental image in your head every single morning that you get up. Your eyes open, you imagine yourself on this giant conveyor belt, and you just went forward one click to the refuse pile. Boom. Because guess what? If you're 50 or older, you are on the back nine.
We're all going to go there.
Yeah, we're all dead. I mean, I'm shooting for 65. If I make 65, I win. Good. Anything more than that is lotto.
Well, at least he got to see another good Ghostbusters movie before he passed, because if 2016 was what he had to take to his grave, he'd be spinning in it like a paint mixer.
All right. Now,
not that paint mixer.
Of the 2016 Ghostbuster fiasco, I watched approximately 11 minutes beyond the credits, and I just couldn't do it.
It's really, really bad.
I mean, you can tell they're forcing all this shit on you, and we don't want it.
And the really ironic part is that the character who is supposed to embody masculinity in the movie, Chris Hemsworth, and he's the dumbest guy, he doesn't want to look at something, so he covers his ears or some shit.
Yeah.
He's the only one in the movie who gets any laughs. Yeah. Like, okay, so the dumb guy character that's supposed to, if it's not him being stupid, it's the villain being villainous, of course, because if you're a male in these movies, you're either an idiot or you're the villain.
Correct.
And he's the only one who gets laughs. I'm pretty sure you kind of disproved your own point without meaning to.
I mean, how much longer is Hollywood going to keep throwing good money after bad? I mean, have you heard what they're doing with the Tolkien series on the Amazon Prime?
I try to block it out.
I mean, it is going to be a fucking train wreck, and I have no idea why the people pulling the purse strings are allowing this to go on. They're not making return on their investment.
No, and Tolkien spends, in my estimation, way too much time setting up genetics, lineage, backstory for entire civilizations in Lord of the Rings, and they're going to throw all of that out. They're going to shit on Tolkien's grave because more diversity.
I'm telling you right now, I'm probably not going to watch that.
No.
I tried to watch Wheel of Time, and I forced myself to watch pretty much all of the episodes except the last two, and I'm just not. I'm done. I'm done watching that.
No. Get woke, go broke, suck a dick, infect, eat the whole bag.
Yeah, suck a dick, you're gay.
Suck a dick, you're gay.
Sorry. And
just like CNN, the child nudity network strikes again. And ironically, they were right in that way where they're 100% wrong because it's CNN. Joe Rogan's use of the N-word is another January 6th moment.
Okay. Now, first of all, everyone out there with 3 or more brain cells they could rub together knows that the January 6th was a protest. It was not, people trying to storm there and kill anyone or take anything fucking over. I mean, there was a dude with a Viking, horn helmet on, for God's sake.
When you have that many cameras in one space and it takes almost a year to release any of that footage because it takes you that long to find anything that you think supports your narrative, I think we all know what really happened.
But they have footage of guards standing aside, opening
doors. I don't agree with what you're doing, but come on in.
Taking the velvet rope down, like, come on through.
Come on down.
I mean, get the fuck out of here. Listen, okay, I hope this doesn't happen, but I think the time is approaching where they're actually going to face a rebellion, insurrection, or some craziness of
allegedly.
Allegedly,
we don't want that to happen.
I don't want it to happen. I hope we can de-escalate everything because I'm done. I mean,
I'm really hoping that the whole state and local election takeover with the populist movement does what it's supposed to do. It appears to be working so far.
Well, we'll see.
But we'll see what happens long term.
Well,
but what's hilarious about this is that, like I said, they're right in that way where they're 100% wrong. Because they think that the January 6th, well, they don't think it, but they have to say it.
Yeah.
They know that it's bullshit, but they have to keep pushing that narrative.
Because they want to get paid.
They want to get paid.
Exactly. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. All 10% of your viewing audience that's left.
Great job.
Yeah, okay, work on that pay. Yeah, cash that bank, fuckers. It's exactly like January 6th in the fact that it is a nothing burger. It's completely overblown, and the only person getting hurt by any of this bullshit is somebody who's completely innocent.
Well,
they keep pushing it anyway.
Well, they did kill that one chick.
Like I said, so the only person getting hurt here is somebody who's completely innocent.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong. Did you see that MMA dude come out? And he's like dropping N-bombs left and right. He's like, fuck that noise, man. Joe Rogan, he's my N-word.
Yeah. Well, first
I don't know
of
what
all,
you guys are talking about.
Like, I watch Joe Rogan. I don't watch his entire thing. Once in a while, if it's a good subject, I'll watch the whole stream. Normally, I pick up the bits and pieces that get put on YouTube. He's just talking to guests.
Yeah.
All right. If you have to, politically qualify every guest you have, that's going to be a boring fucking show, and sooner or later people are going to stop watching it.
Yeah.
People tune into stuff like that because they want to hear what's going on the other side of the aisle or behind the wall or behind the curtain or whatever the fuck is going on. That's why people are tuning in.
Oh, no. According to the left, you can see right through that wall. Yeah. Walls don't work, Pop.
No, correct.
Unless
they're
around the White House, protecting the most popular president ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is a critical warning. Somebody gets installed, and to make it look legit, they have to put a wall around their desk.
All right. Now, do you have a bag up there that you can, hurl in just in case? Because I'm going to read you part of this article.
All right.
The podcaster Joe Rogan did not join a mob that forced lawmakers to flee for their lives. He never carried a Confederate flag inside the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. No one died trying to stop him from using the N-word. But, hang on. But what Rogan and those that defend him have done since video clips of him using the N-word surfaced on social media is arguably just as dangerous as what a mob did when they stormed the Capitol on January 6th last year. Rogan breached a civic norm that has held America together since World War II. It's an unspoken agreement that we would never return to the kind of country we used to be. That agreement revolved around this simple rule. A white person would never be able to publicly use the N-word again and not pay the price. Okay.
First of all, that's not an agreement.
No, that's not an agreement. And how How is this civic norm, this one civic norm, what held this country together since 1945?
It's not. It's total
not.
bullshit. Where are your sources? What the fuck? This is opinion. This is some leftist fucking bullshit opinion that doesn't mean anything.
Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say there is another unspoken agreement that we agreed we would never return to as a country. In fact, as an entire Western civilization. And that would be creating different classes of citizens and throwing them in concentration camps for not agreeing with you. And I would say that is a little bit more important than policing my language.
Correct. Well, first
of course, that's just my opinion.
All right, the people who put together this grand experiment put the First Amendment there for a reason. All right, and they put the Second Amendment right behind it for a reason.
Yeah,
because those two cornerstones, they hold up the nation. The other two is family and religion.
Yep.
Those are almost gone. Yep. So if you have two sides of a four-side building, it's not going to stand much longer.
Not so much. And at the end of the day, you can boil it down like this.
Oh, God.
It all depends on which side of the establishment you're shilling for. On one hand, Joe Rogan, they're expecting him to be crucified because he used the N-word. And then on the other side, if you shill for the establishment, or in many cases or in this case, you're the steward head of it, you can quote it 13 times during a Senate hearing and still allegedly get 81 million votes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And then you can wipe your ass with it.
Yeah. What? Now, listen.
That never stops being funny, does it?
No. First of all, I have nothing against Joe Rogan. I'm sure he could fucking kick my ass, no problem. He could wrap me up, take me to the ground, fold my clothes against my will while I'm in them. I'm too old for that shit anyway. I'm just a shit talker now. But he's
pretty good at it.
He's not doing anything wrong.
No.
He's not. And
there used to be a time when the left would accuse the right of not wanting to have a healthy debate.
Correct.
And now the left, they're the ones burning books, censoring shit, encouraging segregation. In fact, they're
canceling people.
Canceling people. They've always been the ones encouraging segregation. Let's just be honest. And they filibustered the Civil Rights Act for almost 3 months trying to prevent that from going away. And now they want it back, but all of a sudden they've managed to make minorities get on board. Somehow, don't know.
Well, okay.
Free shit, maybe.
Yeah, okay. We have minorities in this country, and a lot of them are hard-working, blue-collar people.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they are really sick and tired of being lumped in with people who jump a fence and expect free health care.
Yeah. How about you getting sick and tired of paying double the price of gas?
Yeah, it would explain like the huge shift in Cuban communities like Florida, border communities down in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Like they all shifted overwhelmingly GOP, and why? Because the Democrats just lump them all together.
Yeah,
hey, illegal immigrants, they're all the same. We're all human.
And the Democrats, in between elections, they don't do shit.
Of course not.
And like about a year out, as soon as the campaign trail starts, oh yeah, we'll do this. You're marginalized. Blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up.
And then they use and then when that's not their standpoint, anything that's not their standpoint, they use the media to gaslight the entire population. For the last 2 years, they've been the party of lockdowns, mandates, concentration camps. I mean, vaccine passports, you name it, they wanted it. Now, all of a sudden, what is it? Not even 3 weeks ago, Glenn Youngkin, the guy who got elected governor of Virginia, they were crucifying him over wanting to remove the mask mandate in schools. Now, some Democrat governors are starting to repeal those, and they're being praised by the same media.
Yeah, you're right. It is one big... Here's the thing. All right. There is a certain percentage of the population that you're always going to be able to fool.
That's unfortunate.
And that's unfortunate, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
But for the rest of us who actually have a brain on our shoulders, we can look forward to 9 months of gaslighting.
Yeah.
So pour yourself a shot because you're going to need it.
Yeah, we should probably do a segment on each show like the weekly gaslighting.
Well, I mean, there is no reality other than an interminable present where the lamestream media is never wrong. And yet Brian Stelter wouldn't have a job if he wasn't constantly trying to justify why he has a salary in the first place.
Yeah, well, first of all, that guy's probably been paid enough where he can quit working and never have to worry about anything ever again.
Except for hair follicles.
Look, those things, he probably started losing hair in 5th grade. Okay.
Unless when he was a baby, it just grew in that cul-de-sac and stayed there.
Or starting in 5th grade, the hair ran down to his ass.
And it does seem to be how things go, yeah. It's like it starts running away from the front and starts going all the way down your back.
Yeah. Listen.
Get the fuckers just stay where you belong.
It was a bad day for me when I was 47. All right. And I had been in the field for almost a month. And I was shaving with an electric razor. But, we're doing our deal. All right.
Doing your deal.
You're living in a vehicle. You're doing your problem. You're moving around mission after mission. Op tempo's real high. Everything's over, and I walk in to the barracks, and I look like white-haired grandpa. And the worst part, I had this copious amounts of hair growing out of my ears. I was like, oh my God, who is that man in the mirror? Because I remember when my grandfather was bedridden in the last 5 years of his life, right?
Yeah.
And I'd come up there and talk to him, and a couple times he'd be like, hey, you gotta rip his hair out. And he had it wasn't just, hair. I mean, he literally had tufts. It looked like Q-tips growing out of his ears. It was so bad. And I'd clip onto the hemostats and rip it right out.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I swore, I'm never doing this. And when I was 47, I had to break that promise.
Well,
I had to do it to myself. Literally,
you can't promise what biology can't deliver. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
That's I really like this one. I hate to see it go.
Ooh.
We have to talk about this video.
What?
This is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
All right, now before we go there, this is taking place in what, the UK Parliament building?
I believe so, but I could be wrong.
Well, it's either UK or Australia. Might be Canada, but I doubt it. Let's just listen.
Well, if it's Canada, you can count on just mass amounts of sheer insanity.
Yeah.
So. Oh, yeah.
You're going to love this, gentlemen.
It's going to be interesting. And by the way, for those of you who are not following us on Rumble yet, we are there. Currently have 314 people watching. That's way too few, man.
What are you doing?
833 on YouTube. So that means that we have at least 800 people, probably 1,000 who are not fence sitters.
So we are, Tim Pool's running
he's running his stream at the same time. So we're going to lose out to him every time.
Well, I mean, if you're here, you're not a fence sitter.
That's absolutely true.
I have nothing against Mr. Poole, and I understand he has to do what he has to do to stay on as long as he can.
You guys do what you got to do.
I understand completely.
D-Live, 76 viewers. Twitch, 83. 124 on Odyssey. And 37 on MGTOW.tv.
All right. A little light tonight.
Said,
a little light.
Yes. Now, we are going to be talking about some Freedom Convoy stuff and some Durham probe stuff. The problem being, YouTube tends to analyze that shit in the description, and it will promote and demote accordingly. So we like to keep those things close to the chest unless you're on new tech.
Yes.
So we're going to be switching to new tech probably a little bit early tonight, but not before we watch this. I hope you got a big, juicy steak in front of you.
Now, hang on. When you showed this to me, when I watched it the first time, I was literally sweating with embarrassment for this woman. I could not fucking believe this woman was saying the shit she is. You just got to listen for yourself.
You just got to listen.
Oh, God.
This is one of those things where you could write satire like this. It wouldn't be as embarrassing or as cringeworthy as the real thing.
You're going to see a gender degree in action here.
I believe we should move beyond all meat. The assumption that the best protein comes from corpses is a racist belief.
All right. Now, first of all, where are your sources? Is this your opinion? Okay. And animal protein, I'm sorry to say, it's necessary for most people.
A little bit. Because animals can eat plants and other vegetation, and they actually have the stomach chambers to digest and process those things. We don't have those.
All right, well, first of all, you and I are humans.
Yes.
We have shit to do with our time. And we have things like these opposable thumbs that allow us to manipulate the environment. I don't have all day to eat grass. I got to cut out the middleman.
And we can't eat grass, and we couldn't process it even if we could spend all day.
Even if I could. I'd have a bat. I'd be like, I got a meeting at 10. Ooh. Yeah. Cook them up. Let's go.
Oh, Pop, you killed Tess Holiday. That's okay. I'm sure she's delicious once you wash off all the fishy smell.
How do you know the animal would have picked you to feed off their corpse?
Yes, because coyotes that keel over and die in the desert are totally interested in the skin color of the vultures that are feasting on their innards.
Correct. And
21st.
I'm sorry.
And Mother Nature's not fair. Most of the time, animals who are getting feasted upon had no choice in the matter. In fact, they try to run away and do other annoying things.
I mean, we all saw the stampede sequence in The Lion King, did we not?
Yeah.
And that was animated, but it was a very close representation of reality. Mm-hmm. Except for the whole, talking lions throwing each other into the abyss kind of thing.
Yeah.
Damn you, Jeremy Irons.
First century animal eating requires our complicity in a new colonialism.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right. How do you colonize? What?
Aren't the animals on land that has been purposed for them by humans who purchased said land?
Well, if it's agricultural land.
Most of the time it would be.
Yeah, but I mean, I could understand a similar argument if we're like hunting animals to extinction. Okay, I got it. I guess in some roundabout way. Oh, new one.
Yes.
But it still doesn't apply here.
No, and even if it did, we're just going to turn our backs on the colonialism of China, right? We're not even going to pay attention to what they're doing in Africa. Forget about all that. Forget about the 1.8 million Chinese spies infiltrating every level of politics, academia, et cetera, in the United States.
And that's just in this country.
Forget all that.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, because, meats and my white supreme pizza.
These events especially affect girls and young women.
What are you talking about?
Oh, because women never eat meat, right?
I mean, are they talking about the hormones and crap that's in the meat that's making these chicks grow tits at 8?
Well,
that's the only thing that could be. That's the only way that this could be affecting them.
But that also affects boys.
Yeah, the testosterone levels have been plummeting since 1965-ish.
But as we all know, it's never really a problem unless it affects minorities and women. Then magically it becomes one.
Yes.
Prior to that point, no one gives a shit.
This woman is so stupid.
Your hamburger comes with a dose of misogyny.
Wow. Are you sweating yet, gentlemen? Are you sweating? Because this is the result of a gender studies degree. These people get out of college. They aren't taught how to think. They're told what to think. And you see this old nasty bat with a messed up grill from England?
Ooh. I don't think she's from England. She has no accent.
Oh, you're right. Maybe she's not. But she's just spewing the same horse shit.
And this soy boy in the bottom left, he's like smirking and agreeing with her the entire time. Watch his face.
I would love to see that guy get kicked.
It's very punchable.
Yeah.
Popular culture is flooded with references to sexy cows, sexy pigs, sexy chickens, sexy fishes.
And popular liberalism is populated with a whole bunch of references and people who really love to get down and fly to a very special island for sexy children.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would prefer sexy chickens.
I have no idea what this whole sexy animal thing is.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
I know about the two kinkiest animals on the farm. Brown chicken, brown cow. That's all I know. The rest of this shit, I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
I know. This is so fucked up.
It's been a long time since I've seen somebody talk this long out of their ass without stinking up the room.
Who all just want to have fun. Meat eating is also one of the ways gender-based structures of oppression are perpetuated.
All right. Oh my God. This is literally regurgitation of useless bullshit that doesn't apply to the real world. This is
I got
no
nothing.
fucking.
I got
nothing. This is how you starve people to death right here.
Yeah. This is weapons grade bullshit is what this is. It physically hurts me.
Masculinity, a construct of the gender binary.
Okay.
Here we go.
So your hamburger comes with a dose of misogyny. Meat eating apparently perpetuates, disproportions in the gender community.
How?
But now we're talking about the gender binary, which means that she's on board with the whole you can, change your gender at will bullshit.
You can change your gender like you can change your feelings.
You can't have both.
That's a good point.
You either have
It's either
you either have X and Y chromosomes, and some people have two, and some people have one of each, or you have this whole mess of mental illness shit. You cannot have both at the same time.
No, you can't. You're wholly correct in that point.
Facing constant destabilization, feels always under threat, and eating animals is its protection racket.
What?
Okay, yeah, I eat a cheeseburger. Magically, I feel like my white male privilege is protected.
Yeah. You know what? This is what's going to happen. I'm going to Five Guys Burgers or Fries, and I'm going to have 2 doubles, and then I'm going to come out and put my boot on your neck.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of
Yeah,
here.
bite the curb, baby.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wow, you have to be stupid to even to listen to this and find any truth.
All right.
Because it's your lived truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
White supremacists weaponized it, eating meat, eggs, and dairy. And the baiting.
They weaponized it. Yes, I've killed
people want to eat.
I've killed so many people having bacon and eggs.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I'm feeling stupider for listening to her speak.
The only time that you can weaponize meat and dairy is if you follow it up with a sour ale, like you have a slice of pepperoni pizza and some sour ale. Then what comes out of your ass will declare your pants a level 5 biohazard.
Well, that's
but anything
one way.
else,
That's one. You can freeze it and put it into an air cannon. That'll do it too.
That would be interesting. What is that? Is it dry ice? Oh, yeah, we're going to have a party tonight, baby.
Here we go.
Of liberal men as so-called soy boys are all part of the neo-Nazi messaging.
I love how everyone laughs at her, but she's clearly not meaning for that to be funny.
I have no idea why they aren't laughing the entire time.
She's
She
out of her
is so.
mind.
I would literally be laughing the entire time.
She is out of her damn mind.
Wow. And so, listen, soy, all stereotypes have a grain of truth at their beginnings. Soy protein and soy products mimic the effects of estrogen.
Yes. It's virtually the same as drinking way too much fucking beer.
Yep, beer does it too. You're
Beer
correct.
does it too. You get the bitch tits, you get the big belly. But, I mean, in that respect, I could see why some people might get a little confused about the whole men can get pregnant thing. Just saying. You get that beer gut, comes down to a certain point.
I have seen beer guts and literally look at them like, if you're a chick, I would ask you when you were due.
Yeah. Yeah, you are officially, where's your tit fat?
Yeah.
You're a dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrifying.
To say you care about animals is considered a sign of weakness in a world still committed to the gender binary.
Okay.
Oh, so we're committed to the gender binary, so now that's a bad thing. We're going back to the same
Listen,
shit.
I love animals. I'm a firm believer in not hunting animals to extinction.
Absolutely.
Not keeping them in unsanitary, unhumane places.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of how they butcher some of these animals. I think it's reprehensible.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on board with that part.
Yeah, you give me a piece of paper that tells me you have a solution for that problem, I will sign it. This bitch ain't it.
No.
Meat eaters like anti-abortionists have forgotten that
Oh my God. All right. So you're saying somebody who likes to eat meat and kill animals for food
Even though that actually serves a purpose.
And they should not be against abortion. Like the two are why are those two arguments in the same fucking sentence? Oh, that's right. She's regurgitating talking points.
This is somebody who loves her cats more than she loves people because her cats don't have a choice. Anyone who has ever had a choice finds her reprehensible and can't be in the room longer than 5 minutes with her.
I wonder if she feeds her cats vegetable-based food. I'm sure that's so healthy for them.
I know where she's going. Oh, wait, you know what? She's already there. In fact, I think she's mayor of it.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Oh, okay. Last 20 seconds. We can make it. We can make it.
I'm sorry we had to... Listen, I want to apologize to everyone out there because we keep doing the freezing. I know it's infuriating. If you want to watch the whole thing uninterrupted, we'll have the links on redonkulas.com.
Always.
But I can only stomach this in tidbits because it's so fucking stupid.
This is why you have to drink. You have to.
Yeah,
Quality of non-existence is not having awareness about existence.
Yeah, of course. Because that's why dogs fart and then run away from their own assholes because they don't realize it's them that did it.
Well,
They're totally aware of existence and their own impending death.
Well, I mean, listen, I've had many dogs. I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff. And animals feel pain.
Oh, I know they do.
They know they exist. Otherwise, they wouldn't run from predators and stuff. I got it.
No, I'm totally on board with that. The difference between you and I being is that we can accept that argument. This person
cannot.
This person cannot because they think that the animals are better than the human babies that they have put to the sword.
Yes.
When all else fails, meat eaters assert that animals are not our equals. I heard all you.
All right.
They're not.
Is it or is it not mentioned in the Bible that man is the steward of animals on the planet and we're to use them to our benefit?
Well, let's not even go with the biblical argument. Where's the last animal that ever invented something? When's the last animal that ever made a movie that you watched, aside from J.J. Abrams? I'm just saying, like, there are... Animals are not our equals because they do not have consciousness the way that we do.
Yeah,
they are not aware of their own mortality.
Well, I'm not an animal. I don't know. I'm just saying that this argument it's an empty bucket. It's a hole in the bottom. Yeah.
It's a stupid bucket.
Your laughter. I know some of these must be new ideas, or you think that.
No, they're completely old, recycled bullshit ideas, and that's why everybody was laughing at them.
They're just talking points, and you're an idiot, and you've believed it. Like, she believes this. You can see it in her face. This woman is like 60.
Oh, she's got to be pushing 70. Look at her.
She has lived in a world that has coddled her and allowed her to fucking exist with this crazy fucking mindset.
Yeah.
50 years ago, Darwin would have put a penis up her ass by now. She'd be dead.
Or at the very least, you would have thrown one at her.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Holy smoking Joe Frazier. If you have any doubt that female privilege is the real privilege in this country, walk up in front of a room as a man and try to say shit like that and be taken seriously. You will be laughed out of the room every single time.
You know what?
Shit, you can walk into a room as a man and spew facts right now.
Yeah.
And if it's full of leftoids, you'll still be laughed out of the room.
Yeah, for the most part, I think you're correct.
Ugh. I mean, just look at the anticipation for the everything is going to be all white documentary versus the red pill documentary. One speaks truth, the other is pure bullshit. The establishment pushes one and vilifies the other.
And I'm sorry, but that thing's getting ratioed into the basement.
I know, it's so glorious.
It's like, what, 4% on Rotten Tomatoes or something?
4% audience score.
God damn.
Oh, man.
But by all means, Showtime, keep throwing good money after bad.
Keep doing what you do.
After enough time passes, you will go into the dustbin of history, and somebody who wants to make good entertainment and make money, they'll replace you.
Amen to that. I know Hollywood was always red, but yeah. Red as in communist. Just saying. Sasquatch over on Streamlabs with a $25 donation. Remember, gentlemen, each and every one of you are worthy. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Raise a toast in your own honor. Yeah, absolutely. Former fucker of Pop's ex-ho. Speaking of munging, check the Redonkulas email. Oh, no.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, man. He says it's YouTube friendly.
And I don't need any more Eskimo brothers, bro. Just don't.
Jackal Hunter, here we go. The form of munging that only TFM would be okay with. Just to be clear, I found this on Google. Take a shotgun to it if you want. It's just anime. Nothing wrong with that.
It's just anime.
Just anime. I can deal with
No,
anime.
I watch anime. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. When it's done well, it's fun. Meximan and Cheese. Hey, Pop, I got to ask, after what you went through with your crazy ex, did you ever seriously consider joining the French Foreign Legion?
Yes.
No? Cool.
I did.
Why?
Because I was like, literally, I'm like, at one point, I'm like, I need to get out of this fucking country. I can't afford to live. I only really know how to do one thing. And, you know, I could have, at that time, I was still young enough. I could have just bought the plane ticket, rolled out there and did what I had to do. And that would be it. But then I wouldn't have a relationship with my kids. I mean, I thought it all out and it just didn't work out.
Makes sense. Blake's Crytanic butt clit. You guys are dicks. The Discord link sent, Nathan sent via email isn't working for Jackal Boy. Send a new one. Yes, I can do that. Dinosaur 13. Happy National Wisconsin Day. Noff. Have some Potosi beer. Don't have spotted cow. They are libtards. We will trade you Aaron Rodgers, Milwaukee, and Madison in exchange for the UP. Last time I tried to take it, I lost it all in an ice fishing fire. Noff.
Yeah, well, tragic earthquake on the ice, and then it caused a big fire.
Hey, we like the UP around here, man. Yeah. Even though it's kind of difficult. I mean, we like being able to do this and show people where we live. You can't really do that up here.
Yeah.
Damn it, anyhow.
Yeah, I've driven to the UP probably 4 or 6, about a half dozen times in my life.
Yeah. It's a long drive. Demaster 12, I have a pedantically simple question for you all. Would Jesus Christ wear a mask, yes or no?
No.
No. Why or why not?
Because he could cure disease.
Well, he might wear a mask when he was doing his carpentry to keep sawdust out of his lungs. That'd be about it.
All right, hang on. All right. Everyone knows Jesus was a 10th level necromancer. Okay. And with those kind of magic powers, he could cure himself. Doesn't have to worry about it.
True story.
I got to turn this volume down.
The right answer is F no. Okay, so why can you so easily answer that question, but my fucking bishop refuses to? Well, your bishop might be a leftoid.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that seems to be going around. Evidently, there is a Christian college that is now going to allow boys to stay in the girls' dorms because they identify as female.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah, you totally believe in the Bible if you're buying into this manual transmission nonsense.
This is such horseshit.
You totally believe in science if you believe in this manual transmission nonsense. Ugh. The Master again said Bishop is the same fool who thinks the LDS first presidency calling the jab a gift from God while admitting they own stocks in Pfizer and Moderna doesn't think it's a conflict of interest. My fidelity, cracking. Respect for him, gone.
Gone. I to be honest with you,
wow.
I didn't even like our VP, our so-called dictator-in-chief when he was in the Senate.
No.
He was a fucking piece of shit then. He's still a piece of shit. And
he's always been a piece of shit.
The only difference is now he can't remember being a piece of shit.
Yeah, Jill, give him some of that ginkgo biloba, then he can remember what it's like to
here's like
not shit his pants.
Here's a metaphysical argument. All right. There's a portion of you that shows up here when you take the canoe here and the first vaginal turd you can take.
The vaginal turd.
Where you are a certain way. And as you grow up, you learn certain lessons. But at the end of the day, you always revert to your basic lattice that you were designed with from the man upstairs.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing now with our stunning commander-in-chief who's losing his brain pan, you're seeing the true person that he really is. He's a worthless fucking idiot who just goes along. He literally has no character. He doesn't stand up for anything.
He's literally being led around by the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And when that's not working, he just wanders off.
Yeah.
He's a puppet.
Yes. Well, he's got a hand up his ass, and that hand is probably Chinese. Just saying.
Yeah. It's quite atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got some lemon donations over on D-Live from Drop to Hammer and Dapper Sapper. Thank you very much.
All right.
Hello to the 91 people watching on Twitch. 148 currently watching over on Odyssey. We got some chats over here. Ooh, good stuff. Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell. Oh, check my email. Redonkulas 12. Well,
it's not here.
Well, it's there's a lot here, but I don't know who you're sending it from. That would be helpful. What's this? Is this from you? Oh, yeah, from Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. All right, let me see if I can download this.
Oh my God, that's fucking
see
good
it.
right there.
That is really funny.
That's good stuff.
All right, I'll give you credit for this one.
That's a good one, man.
Stand by.
It's a good burn.
Stand
Quality
by.
burn.
It's a very quality burn. That's why I am going to show it. You bastards. Captain Whiny Blake and his first mate, Pop, Fitzwell.
You guys suck, man. That's funny, though. That's
It
good
is
stuff.
funny.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, we could take a good burn with the best of them.
Listen, you got to be able to take a burn.
Especially when it's well constructed.
Yeah.
François Le Chatin. Good evening, dear Mr. Pop and Herr Kleiner. In the voice of the narrator from the Twilight Zone with a fresh accent, maybe? I don't know if I can combine two.
Imagine a situation in some countries so worthy of the name emergency that you would need its prime minister to tell you that there is one. By invoking a law that is called the Emergency Measures Act, you have truly entered the delusion zone. As I am writing this, my dear gentlemen and American friends, I am raising my bottle of Kronenborg at you. Yes, thank you, Francois, for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Basically, Trudeau has gone full dictator, and the entire country is going to turn against him over it. It's going to be glorious when it finally comes to roost.
Mm-hmm.
Adam 23, I'm tired of this minority talk. White people are the only minority and are only a majority in a few countries. Sorry about that.
That's absolutely
One being America. Look at the worldwide stats. White people are the least populous race of people on Earth besides mixed race people.
And somehow we've almost destroyed the Earth 2 times over.
It's amazing how that works.
Yeah.
Because we're better at it. All right, Shovel Monkey. Animals do not have the same moral standing as humans. Exactly. Yeah, you ever watched like a group of animals perform a takedown on a larger animal?
It ain't fair.
They don't really care about fair.
No, they want to eat.
I'm hungry, bitch. Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell, Pop and Blake, if we didn't like you, we wouldn't burn you like that. Well, that's how dudes are.
That's right. Yeah. I'm cool with it.
If we're not messing with you, we don't like you.
That's right.
All right, we got a $40 Rumble chat from Ohio Trucker 1. Thank you very much. All this stupid boho has done is make me fry up more bacon and chicken with a side of steak, eggs, and venison chops and a bottle of 120 proof bourbon.
I can go with the bourbon.
That is the accurate response. That is the response you were supposed to have.
Nummy.
Nummy, 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 nummy. Loving my tummy. Hillary Pop. Oh, no. Pop, how dare you bail out on Valentine's Day? We were supposed to mung each other for love, you cunt. Oh. Blake, throw a straw for punishment.
Oh, you missed me. Wasn't paying attention.
Mungo Harry.
Bastards.
Mungo Harry says, meat is so much better when well aged. Depends on who you're talking about. It's definitely not Hillary. Or Chelsea. Honestly, I can't decide which one is worse. I mean, it's so awful. It makes me want to...
Oh, God! Come on, man. Stop it.
I had to.
I know.
had to.
Stop it, man. Kill me here.
James 1225. Drive on hard. Clown world is going to bleed. Pop and Blake's getting it done.
Well, we're trying. Oh, look.
Gotcha.
Scam call.
Amy Horton's warts.
Nice.
Donated $30. Did you hear about Colonel West? We hear about what Colonel West said, that he's going to arrest Catholic charities for aiding and abetting illegal immigration in Texas if he beats Greg Abbott. That should be happening in every state.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah. Sorry, but there are walls in the Bible. But if the Catholics actually read the Bible, they wouldn't have gigantic monolithic places of worship with millions of dollars in stained glass and gold. So I guess they're the wrong ones to talk to.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm not really a fan of the Catholic religion.
Nor am I.
Because they shake everyone down.
Amen to that. Ballistic Zero, you have a vegetable talking about eating meat? Get the fuck out of here, Mickey. The only carcass I see is the one talking in that video.
Dude.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
Iapetus, if all universe forbid animals die out and we have to resort to cannibalism, make sure you eat the vegans first, as they're the closest thing to grass-fed animals.
In a sick, twisted way, he's correct.
Come here, Tess. Come here.
Are you kidding?
She's running away.
That woman's like, she eats 6 meals a day and washes them all down with pancake batter.
Oh, yeah, she's sucking lard through a penis straw.
Nasty.
Or, he says, hear me out, can those farts market yourself as a hot, barely legal chick and sell them for a premium? We're going to get rich. You know, I found out earlier today that the chick Stepanka is what she goes by.
Stepanka?
Stephanie something. The one who farted in the jars and stuff.
Got sick, yeah.
And then got sick. Now she's selling fart candles.
Okay. Whatever.
And there's a picture of her like with one lit by her face, and she's like, please, by all means, please keep embarrassing yourself. It's just the entertainment value is through the roof.
Yeah.
But, stunning and brave and, strong, independent women, of course. Amy Horton's warts, scratch a liberal, you'll find a fascist.
Absolutely correct.
True story. Arrow Shogun, although Burger King has done some woke stunts, I started eating there again when they tweeted women belong in the kitchen on International Women's Day.
Nice!
If this makes me a so-called sexist, trademark symbol, then I'm going to Burger King tonight. But not the Impossible Whopper, to hell with that.
No.
This Wamalo can eat my dick on a sesame seed bun for all I care.
That Impossible, substitute meat just wreaks havoc on me, man. I can't.
It's full of estrogen, too.
I can't do it.
It's jam-packed with soy. If you want to have something that doesn't have soy in it, you got to get, I think Beyond Burgers don't have soy. I want to say that's correct.
I'm going to be honest. That is relatively a new technology, and I will not be eating that. I'm sorry.
Well, it's like all of the, you need to eat the veg. If you're going to have a cookout, you should have veggie sausages. It's the healthier option. Have you seen the sodium count in these vegetable sausages, these fake sausages and hot dogs? Holy shit.
It's pretty high.
You might as well just put a salt block next to your bed and lick it like a horse. It's that much.
Though, when we're talking about the salt and the sodium, I just found this out in the past 2 weeks. On average, the average American only really consumes 25 to 35% of his daily needs in potassium.
That's way too low.
Yeah. You make 4,700 milligrams of potassium is what, a healthy, individual should eat along with the sodium, because you eat the sodium and the potassium helps you get rid of it.
Yeah.
When you don't have enough, then guess what? You wind up with high blood pressure, fucked up kidneys. I mean, it's insane.
Potassium is also helpful for leveling out your blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of important.
You think? No.
Yeah. Amy Horton Zwart's Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 28. Then God said, let's make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, of the heavens, over the livestock, over the earth, over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them.
Yep.
But no, I'm not part of the gender binary. Wah.
Nope.
Suck a dick. Kira Ninja 00. Hey, Pop, Darwin forgot to include these woke, useful idiots when he made the law. Eating hamburgers is sexist. Soon they will say everything is sexist. Oh, wait. They already did.
Mm-hmm. Now, when somebody says, misogynist, you're a sexist, I usually respond with, oh, wow, how feminist of you.
Yeah.
Trying to control me with guilt, shame, and blame. I think we're going to have to go with a big fuck off and fuck you.
Oh, good times. Jumping over to YouTube. We did have a $4.99 chat when we first started, but unfortunately it completely dropped off the radar. I didn't see it in the chat, and I didn't see any evidence of it in the viewer activity, which is where everything collates. So if that was you, I apologize, but I can't find your shit.
It disappeared like a fart in church.
It did. James P. with a $20 donation. You guys turned me on to Jameson Cold Brew. Cheers.
That shit is good, man.
Yes, it is. Michael Simmons, I kind of missed the insult straws. Straw count. Straw. Oh, the insult intros, huh? You want some insult intros?
I did. I called them, what is it, Negative Nancy's? Negative Nelly.
Oh, we just got to get better ones. Negative Nellies isn't good enough.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's not.
Bundles of sticks. Simpering Sorostitute smugglers. Pedantic piss asses.
Inside out anal wart.
Oh, God. Herpes in a horse feed bag.
Oh, God.
Dung is fun. My captain, oh, my captain. If you're doing a show, who's steering the ship? Are we going to have to sing YMCA while the ship is sinking again? No. Oh, that's your mom's job. Just saying. By the way, I'm never inviting her over again. She came so hard last night, she squirted across the room, threw off the pH tank in my fish tank, killed all my fucking fish.
Let her candy much?
Your mom's a whore. Crazy uncle. I don't know if you've heard this pile of steaming MRE shit after chugging a bottle of tobacco and not having a Pringles can available.
Ooh.
I'm sure you heard of STEM degrees.
Yes.
Science, technology, what is the engineering and mathematics? I just heard that the colleges are saying STEAM degrees, where the A stands for arts. So basically these pseudo-intellectual shit stains that have done absolutely nothing with their lives outside of school are going to take an ass ton of classes directly to giving one. Oh, wait, that sounded dirty. Are trying to shove their bullshit into the real sciences, meaning the cycle continues. Well, that's one way that they can pretend like women are interested in those fields now.
They're not.
You take the arts and you shoehorn it in there, and now magically the number of women in those fields goes up.
Now listen. The main reason they're trying to push women into those fields is because they're air conditioned, they pay well,
And they're comfortable.
They're comfortable, and they have stable hours.
Yep.
Most of the time, you're working 9 to 5. That's about it.
Allegedly. Have a group, allow a small group of outsiders. They force all their friends to join, making the originals seem like the minority, forcing the originals out, then destroying what made the group good in the first place.
Boy Scouts.
Absolutely correct. Sam Whiskey. Daniel Craig destroyed the 007 franchise when he wore a dress for equal pay. I'm glad I never saw that picture.
I never saw that either. If you have that picture, send it to us in the email.
Yeah.
We'll put it on. We'll make a meme of it just to fuck with the guy.
Yeah. Crazy uncle was going to send a Wango Tango, but you would be reading for 5 minutes. A true WTF. Over. I'll tell you later.
All right.
Hey, send it on over. I'll read it in my off time, which I don't have any. So that's what happens. Tanker Boy Sabo. Pop's level of concern over Russia/Ukraine.
Okay. All right. The people that I know that are in that area, they're basically saying it's business as usual. This has been going on for a long time. There's, in the Crimea area, there's they call it a separatist fight. And it's really only gotten crazy since, our dictator was installed. Because it didn't really happen when Trump was there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if it was happening before Trump and now it's happening after Trump, part of me is saying that this narrative is being created. But I could be wrong. It wasn't the first time. It's not the first time I have been wrong. But we'll see. If we start finding, thousands of people dead in holes, and
Yeah.
we're going to know relatively quickly if a shooting war kicks off in Ukraine.
Yep. All right, we're getting some reports on YouTube of people having their super chats blocked. Well, there's always Streamlabs. There's Rumble. Rumble is where we're going to be focusing a lot of our energies in the coming weeks, just to let people know that we're there. Hello to the 484 people currently watching over on Rumble. 937 currently rocking YouTube.
Oh wow, we have like 1,400 people
Just between those two. Yeah,
that's pretty. That's healthy.
that's very healthy. Sam Whiskey again. Danger Diabolic is the most masculine movie I have ever seen.
Never seen it.
Never seen that either. I did see a bit from a movie today that has to be seen to be believed. I believe it was Chinese made, and there is a stunt in that movie involving a little girl hanging out the side of a moving car being held up by her hair while that car is driving down the expressway with her mother on the hood trying to punch her way through the windshield, and it's all done practically.
That's crazy.
You would have gotten lawsuits up the ass if you tried to film that shit over here.
Like one of the more masculine movies I've watched is like True Grit.
Yeah.
Okay, even the remake.
Yeah, the remake was good.
Yeah, the remake was
very solid.
It's fucking solid, And revenge movies that have like men doing revenge, very masculine.
The original Old Boy from Korea, not the shitty one that Spike Lee made.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, that movie's amazing. Oh, Crazy Uncle again. Here we go. I just watched your challenge accepted video, and I do have to ask, when Pop got the shot to the eye, did anyone notice that it was a shot from the slot B container?
It was.
You might want to get some topical antibiotics. Pink eye from the brown eye.
Yeah, you definitely. Ass to mouth or pink eye from the brown eyes, not really going to work out for you.
No, not so much. Just me with a $40 donation. Thank you very much. Check out on YouTube, Meme the Left's Adolf Trudeau. Just for the sake of, if there's any issues with copyright, we don't want to, throw it up on the screen, but I will show you guys what it looks like. It's this one in the middle here with, I think his name was Bruno Gantz is the actor from Downfall.
Yeah. It sounds kind of real.
Yeah, check it out.
Not that I wasn't there or anything. I'm just saying.
John Davis, my 14-year-old son got a harsh talking to at school today. In science class, the teacher asked the class to name a predator. My son's response was Joe Biden.
Nice! That's a thug life, man. Give him the thug life, man. That's a thug life. Yeah!
Wow.
Good, yeah. Show him my videos, because that dude is prodigy.
I hope we're still here in 7 years so we can take your kid out for a drink, because that's amazing.
That's good stuff right there.
Crazy Uncle, with all the Ukraine shit that's supposed to kick off soon, do you think we have to restart issuing Americans their BA-11s?
BA-11? What? I'm trying to remember what that is. Is that like one of the... BA-11 is... I believe those are the civilian gas masks that came with the iodine kit. Radiation iodine?
Possibly.
What's a B11? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm looking it up again.
I think that's what it is.
There's a BA-11 armored car. Those are nice.
Ooh, yeah. I'd like to own one of those. Well, I'd like to own one of those with like modern parts, because you're not going to get parts for that today.
No, not so much.
That looks like a armored car from War Thunder. Not bad.
You do love your War Thunder.
Shut up.
What?
I have a problem with video games. I just can't get into them. I like the War Thunder. I just...
Hey, if you like it, you like it.
I'll play it for like 1 or 2 hours, 2 or 3 times a week now.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not bad. I'm trying to get back into Dungeons and Dragons and some of that other stuff.
Winning. Dung is fun. Posies are red. Violet is blue. Pop crapped in a can, and it's just for you.
Dude!
Oh, dude. Ricochet right in the face.
Oh, you bastard. Dude, that was good. We should make a shirt out of that.
Oh, BA-11s. BALLS. Balls.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right,
we need to restart issuing Americans their balls. Yes, that is absolutely true.
Well, because most of the time they're basically in their significant other's purse.
That's true. Honey? I don't know. That was one of my favorite cutaways from an older episode where you just stand there and you just pretended like you're ripping your balls out. Honey? You remember what that was.
No, I did. I remember.
That was you the day that you had to get the minivan.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I used to do there was a stand-up thing in New York, in Utica, and I would usually start off my little skit. I'm like, all right, gentlemen, before we start, could you please, like, just reach over your woman's shoulder and grab your goddamn balls out of her purse? Because I don't need you looking at your woman if you should laugh or not. If it's funny, laugh. Who gives a fuck what she thinks?
Yeah.
That went over well, actually. A lot of guys went, yeah, give me a beer and bring me a shot. And she's paying for it.
Yeah. I'm going to order this sandwich, and I want you to go back in the kitchen and make it.
Yeah, you sons of bitches. Honey, go make me a sandwich. But we're out for dinner. So?
We'll earn 10% back on the bill.
Nah, man. I'm not that kind of a dude.
You're the one who wanted to do the Dame Ramsey minimalist shit. Wall, new YouTube weirdness. I'm subscribed to several channels that are live right now. They all have the red dots with the live next to their channel. Yours no longer has that. Smells like the new Shadow Bee.
Yep.
There's that, and very interesting thing happened after our last live stream.
Oh, God, yeah.
We terminated the streams. I clicked end stream and confirmed it before we went live on New Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, on both channels, 22 minutes of the New Tech only portion was recorded to YouTube unlisted. Almost as if YouTube is looking for an excuse to get a transcript of what we're not saying on their site and try to use it to screw with us.
That's absolutely correct.
But too bad, so sad. We spotted it quickly and I deleted it.
Yeah, and we're going to keep our eyes out for that because that's some horse shit right there.
Yes, it is. If we wanted you to see it on YouTube,
we'd keep it there.
Broadcast it on YouTube. Bastards.
Yeah, whatever.
Combat Mechanic 427 was my line number for Master. I would like to have that one on your board, but hang on. But I got schooled up early in life about the women's.
All right.
That's good, though. That means that you didn't have to make a lot of mistakes.
Well, and listen, we don't do custom numbers. Just your number comes up, just like dying.
Yeah.
Except you're living. That's just how it is.
Well, better out than in, I always say. The Violator. I'm wondering how many people in this country are watching their credit tank through this shite storm. Thoughts?
Oh, I've mentioned this before. Everyone should be lividly pissed that they missed out on 2 years of wages. That's 10% of a 21 or a 20-year career.
Yeah.
Gone.
But you got your economic stimulus package, right? Which we then taxed you for.
Correct.
So we stole your tax money so that we can give it back to you and then tax you on it.
Again.
Yeah. What in the butt, bud,
That
baby?
is some horse shit right there.
Yes. Yes, it is. Ugh. Biden's America, ladies and germs. Sean Hardeen with a donation. If there was a comment, it was deleted, but thank you very much. Nick Corcodilis, the Welsh are going full conquistadores on sheep.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
They're killing them?
They very well may be. Didn't Sweden or one of those other countries completely massacre their mink population because of the coof?
I don't know.
It's insane.
It's stupid.
Damon Wolf MGTOW with a $20 donation. Anyone ever watch Discovery Channel on the left? See the videos of a gazelle attacked by a lion, back end torn open, birds picking at the wound while it's still alive? That's nature.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, well, a little more Discovery Channel, a little less Tumblr, Leftoids. Yeah. You might want to think about it. Yeah. C.G. Roberts at Oxford University, she debates Peterson's daughter. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I bet that was a massacre. Sean Hardeen, 415. Thank you. And Pop needs a big black one.
Oh, you bastard. 415.
415. Sean Hardeen. All right. We love it.
We got to do the dog tag thing.
Yes, we do. Jolly. How do I get in New Tech? Well, at the end of this stream, at the end of the YouTube stream, I will be posting all the different places where you can watch it. But here is a list, if you have it in your capacity, to join up on the sites. at the moment. Rumble.com/c/Redonkulas-pop, MGTOW.tv @RedonkulasPop, Odyssey.com/@Redonkulas, DLive.tv/TerrencePop, RoxyTube.com/@Redonkulus. I'm not sure where all this @ stuff comes from. Twitch.tv/RedonkulasPop.
Is RoxyTube working?
RoxyTube is not currently working.
It hasn't worked in a while, and
We're still waiting on word back from Steve.
Yeah, we've contacted the help desk, and they're like,
We're just waiting on.
Listen,
usually Steve is pretty quick, so he's
if
probably
they don't
busy.
want to if they don't want to compete, then fuck them. But I mean, they listen.
I like their site.
I like their site too. Things are growing, but guess what? If they're not on top of the shit, they're going to miss out on the curve.
Exactly. The same thing with BitChute. You know, when you announce in January of 2021 that you hit your funding saturation, and then everyone beats you to the punch for live streaming,
you're fucking up.
You're fucking up by the numbers, BitChute.
Yeah.
You need to get on that shit.
By the numbers, you're wiping your ass with the bed sheets, flossing your ass on the way out, and then wiping it off on the doorknob to fuck over the next guy.
Yeah, because at the time, when BitChute said, we finally hit our funding, we're going to do HD, we're going to do streaming, Odyssey didn't have streaming.
Nope.
MGTOW didn't have streaming. RoxyTube didn't have streaming.
Yep.
Now they all do.
Well, technically, RoxyTube has. We haven't been able to use it. So.
Well, yeah, but we did for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, come on, BitChute. I don't know if they just don't like us or what.
I don't.
They still haven't sent us our 10,000 subscriber little coin thing, and that passed 9,000 subscribers ago.
Wow.
We officially hit 19,000 today.
Bam.
Finally.
I like it.
I like it too. DeWall, this is proof that they actually want to replace native white people in their homelands. English people, German, French, Norwegian, they're all colonizers of their own homeland. That's her argument. Well, her argument is weaker than the soy boy who was laughing at everything she said sitting next to her.
Just wait till people can't feed themselves, warm themselves, go to work, get medical care, get the basic needs, and, it's going to get ugly.
Suck a dick. Crazy uncle again. To answer your question about what is screwing with the children's chemical composition, it comes down to the soy meal that most animals are fed every day. Too much soy causes females to develop faster, a lot faster, and it stunts development of testosterone in males, causing soy boys. There is much more involved, but food for thought. No pun intended.
Well,
who am I kidding? Yes, it was.
Well, here, also, you're physically stunting them from becoming males, and you're not allowing them to be mentored, tutored, or influenced by men.
Yep. Remove the men from the home and then prevent them from being able to become a man.
Yep.
And anything more than name only.
And then you wind up with a list like this that we're working on called Chick Excuses and Why Manginas Use Them. That's going to piss off a lot of people.
I'm good with that.
That's going to be Mangina 2.
Nick Crocodilus, Nambian Bushman eating bushmeat is white supreme pizza.
How the hell is that even possible?
I don't know. DeWall with the $20 donation. Let's not dignify this woman's argument by making it about sentience, the ability to feel emotions and pain, versus sapiens, the ability to use logic and reason. Enough people don't understand the difference between the two.
We also can use these.
Yes.
Allows us to hold like guns.
And language, things like that.
We go, hey! Hey, kill him on stall 18.
Do it!
Yeah, get the pneumatic hammer. Just make it happen. We got a quota to meet, man.
Yes, we do. Gendai 351, when the male pill hits the market, what do you think will happen?
I'm not touching that.
Well, there'll be screeching from women. That's what'll happen.
One, yes. But two, I mean, that's going to really fuck with dudes. From some of the data I've read on that, it tanks the testosterone levels.
Yep.
Just fucking tanks them. Yeah, it's just not worth it.
No. But what's really hilarious is that the women who bitch about all of the pressure of birth control and all the reproductive pressures on them, as soon as something like this was even announced, not released, announced, they started screeching the opposite. Oh, you're taking it away from us. Oh, you just don't like the idea that you can't get knocked up without his permission anymore.
I believe they have a procedure where you can get, it's like an epoxy. They inject it into the tubes where your sperm goes to where the rest of the processing pouches. And basically stops it from happening, and then it basically slowly erodes over a 3 to 5 year period. You have to have it redone.
Oh, okay.
I read about it. I don't know if it's an actual thing.
I don't want anybody going down there near my vast
No,
deferens.
I saw a dude get his junk sewed up on a drop zone. I never want to.
No, nobody's touching my vast deferens.
And I already had that done once, and it didn't take. I'm not doing it twice.
Mine took, thankfully.
Fuck no.
And I had a good doctor. Mine didn't really. I had my 3, days of discomfort.
Okay.
And that was about it.
Here's the story.
Oh boy.
All right. The vasectomy. All right. So, I decide that, hey, I'm just going to do it, get it over with, blah, blah, blah. Make the appointment. I drive up there. Actually, I get driven up there by my now ex-wife. Drops me off. I walk in there, and it's a Sunday. Everyone in the office are dudes, and they're all there for the same thing. My turn comes up. I go back there, and they're like, "You're going to feel a little pinch." No. It was not a pinch. It literally felt like somebody took a huge gutter nail, put it on my sack, and started hammering fucking a nail into the goddamn fucking oak counter. Like, Smoke. It was terrible.
Smoke?
There was smoke coming up because they're burning stuff. Oh, my God. It was terrible.
Oh.
I get done, go back, take it easy for 3 to 4 days. So I take it easy for 4 days. Go down in the basement. There's a toolbox on the floor, and the washing machine had spilled a little bit. So I reached down to pick up this box, lift it, and there was this weird clicking, tearing sound.
Oh.
And I could feel my sack. I was like, So I had to stay home for another 5 days.
That sucks.
Sitting in a bowl of ice water with my nuts hanging in it because they were all swollen. And my ex-wife calls the doctor, and she's like, well, we could go in there, and they could tap it and drain it. I'm like, what does that entail? Oh, they're going to stick a shunt in your sack. I'm like, no, I think I'm good. And that took 2 weeks for this swelling to go down, and it was a horrible. And then you go spunking and cup, and you go in there and
yeah, just what I
wait
needed.
a week and do it again. I come in a week later. We might have to go in there. I'm like, what?
Wait, what? No,
we're done, baby. We are done.
Yeah, sign me up for that nightmare scenario. Again.
I'm not doing that shit again.
Bugging.
No.
Oh, it's terrible. Well, with that image in your head, Gendai 351. Thank you for that question that led us down that dark path. Roger your maw. If we're not supposed to eat animals, then why are they made of food? Fuck Joe Biden. Epstein didn't self-delete.
No,
he did not. Thumper the sweaty fat guy. How you doing, good sir? Chelsea is so foogly that oral counts as Lana backwards. I have a couple of movie ideas if you guys are bored and want to come to the UP for a weekend. Hey, shoot us an email, dude. Alex Patino. I grew up as a Catholic. I don't care for the religion. And let me tell you, in my 37 years of life, I never heard a priest tell us to read the Bible. No, they want to interpret it for you. That's the difference between Catholicism and other religions. Quijibo, the previous poster referring to the bishop and first presidency was referring to the Mormons. The more you look, the more corruption you uncover. Oof.
That's absolutely correct.
Oh, James L. with a $99.99 donation.
We're not worthy.
Thank you.
We're not worthy.
Thank you so much. Have a drink on me, boys. For that much, I'll have several. All right. Thank you so much. Jaffa on the bound. Dan Bongino broke this down. Basically, the CIA post-director of Ukraine funneled the dossier. Now they evacuate the embassy, destroying the data on site. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Digital shit is almost impossible to completely get rid of.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee you that stuff was transmitted either encrypted or unencrypted through either secure or unsecure servers.
Somewhere.
And those files are sitting around somewhere. And if someone can decrypt them, you're going to be able to get them.
Yeah.
It's very fucking hard. I used to run a SCIF in the military. So
SCIF?
Yeah, SCIF is where you have all your super secret computers and printers, and you store all your super secret squirrel shit in there. And I'd be the guy who ran had to check your clearance, sign you in, take a copy of your ID.
Damn it.
And then track what you did on there. And it was a fucking nut roll, man. I hated that job.
That sounds shitty.
Yeah.
Jeremy Morgan with a $20 donation. E4 Mafia making NCO lives hell.
Yeah!
Airborne!
You know how many times I've had, like, here's a funny story. I had a Rogue E8 when I was in the civil affairs. I was in E7. I took an admin reduction to go AGR. And he was just making these guys' lives hell. And they're bitching about it. And I go, he's an E8. There's 5 of you. E20 his ass. And they're like, yeah. And they wound up making his life incredibly miserable. And then I had to intervene and explain to this E8 that, yes, you do outrank everyone, but it's not an open invitation to be a raging dick asshole to everyone.
Amen to that.
You got to treat your men with respect.
Yeah. Because they're the ones
that's
who are supposed to be watching your back.
Yeah.
Shit. It's the same reason you don't screw with people who prepare your food.
Or fuck with the supply sergeant.
Just saying.
You fuck with the supply sergeant, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Everything will have a hole in it. It will be broken. You'll get your food late. Your shit will be cold. You'll have piping hot orange juice and raw pork chops. I've seen it. It's horrible. It's horrible.
We may go to New Tech a little early tonight because it's already almost an hour and a half into this, and we still have more chats to do.
Okay.
Cliff3188. Blake, that was my super chat that got lost. What I said is the same as I said on Yellow Flash 2's weekend stream. I've got a gut feeling this is an attempt to nudge people to eat the bugs.
All right, I've eaten bugs. I didn't like it. And I still have a hard time eating oranges, the orange slices. Because you chew them up, and then the skin that's left over is just like a grub.
Ugh.
It's just nasty ass. And every time I eat one, and it's the texture, I want to vomit.
Yuck!
Oh, it's just fucking horrible.
Screw that. 1997 Heritage. Any good recommendations for MREs or food storage? I also want to say I'm a longtime viewer, and I appreciate what you guys are doing.
There's a book out there called The Forgotten Ways. And there's all kinds of methods for storing food in there, eggs and meat and bacon and what have you, before they even had refrigeration.
Nice.
That's probably one of the better ways. Nowadays, you can get a dehydrator, grow your own food, dehydrate it, and then later on, it'll stay good for years. And then you just grind it up, add water to it, and bake it into bread or whatever.
Sounds good to me.
There's countless ways of doing it. I can't cover it all here.
Yeah. Could do a stream. Could do a prepper stream.
Yeah.
Bring on Thumper, the sweaty fat guy. You guys can do a whole prepper stream. Yuyula, number 398 here, in prior service, Army topographic engineer. I drove by Fort Lewis today for work and wondered if Pop has any Bigfoot stories, or I'd heard of any weirdness in the bush while on the ranges.
I just told that story it's one of the stories I told at the live stream that went public. That was for.
All right. Well,
I did one. We're in the Nisqually Rainforest. I was doing squad training, and at the end of the day, we linked up with a platoon. We put up a security, basically a patrol base, and right around like somewhere between 11 and 11, it was like 10 o'clock and 11:30. It sounded like something fucking big and just making a shitload of noise, breaking trees and tree limbs and stuff. And that was when I learned the lesson about live rounds. That was when my squad leader started loading his live rounds in there. Took the blank suppressor off, and I'm like, hey, Sergeant, you're not supposed to have live rounds. He goes, yeah, you know what? I think I like living more than I fear an ass chewing, so fuck you, do push-ups. Like, okay.
You told that in that stream?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take that story and I will post it as a bit next week.
That was pretty good.
Why the hell not? James Rankin Has anyone heard the rumor of a hemorrhagic fever being spread at the Olympics to start the next scamdemic? Lovely.
There's a bunch of rumors out there. We'll see what happens when people start bleeding out their assholes and eyes. Then it's going to be all fucked up.
Lovely. The bacon. For any of these, I have an app, or any of these have an app I can stream in the background. I work while listening to the show.
MGTOW does MGTOW TV?
MGTOW's got an app.
BitChute used to have an app.
Twitch has got to have an app.
Yeah.
So, yeah, check them out, man. We're on a lot of different sites, and they're depending on what device you're using, there's workarounds for stuff.
I am not aware of other conservative-ish red pill people who are streaming to multiple platforms like we are. Like, we have a potential of, if we can get the right synergy, we can blow the fuck up.
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Be nice.
This living on a shoestring budget gets kind of shitty.
Yeah, welcome to Biden's America. Alex Patino, my counter-argument for not eating meat is just look at your teeth and look at your canines. That tells you that we humans, by design, have evolved to eat meat.
And I got some sharp-ass teeth. Yeah. And I love to eat meat.
Fan I am. G'day, gents. Send a quick joke to Redonkulas12 at Gmail because YouTube wouldn't let me super chat it.
Uh-oh.
If a girl doesn't give good head, does she suck at blowing or does she blow at sucking?
I think she blows at sucking.
CJ, the male tube gel, Vasogel, is originally from India, and nobody will allow it to be used for precisely that reason. It removes the baby trap option.
Well, sooner or later,
Not shocked.
it's going to be used.
Yeah. What do we got here? T. Greeny. Why are pigs so great? They're the only thing in this world that can turn grass and trash into bacon.
Yeah. They eat about anything, and they taste good.
Bacon's amazing. Michael Simmons, y'all are showing your age. When's the last time you seen purse jewels? They're attached to the removable horse stick. Yeah. Bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
Reaper01 sent an email. Had to pull out my scythe on a buddy. No homo.
What exactly is a scythe?
You know, the thing the Grim Reaper uses.
All right.
Buddy of mine is simping for 2 years now, and it's gotten to the point where he's now homeless, and she's driving his car to her dick appointments and admitting to blowing guys in his car.
What?
He keeps saying, she loves me, bruh. She's just not mature enough to know it yet.
No, dude. No.
She only bangs him once a month to keep him around. I punched him in his chest and gave him this knife hand speech. Get your balls together and stop being a bitch. Yeah, I bang chicks, but I keep them on the outer edge of my emotions. They're disposable to me. You have a heart for some strange reason. Now, listen to me. You will find zero comfort in this harlot. Sack up, you pussy. I'm spun up now. Where's my cold brew?
That's absolutely correct. This is the way I roll things. In my thinking meat, I like strange and whores and crazy bitches. During the day, they can come in and they can shop at the bazaar and eat stuff. But when, the sun starts getting low, you got to be on the other side of the drawbridge.
Yes.
And that's just the way it is.
That's what happens, man.
That's how you keep your sanity.
Yes. That and laughter.
Yes.
Laughter's important.
Yes.
Dark Knight. Another new war, another AOR we have no business being in. # not our problem. $33 trillion in debt by 2023, protecting another country that will never come to our aid.
Correct.
Amen to that. I couldn't have said it better. Crazy Uncle with another email. Not the Wango Tango I was going to send before, but you might find this interesting. I was contacted by a former stripper online, so I asked around if it was a good idea.
No.
After asking everyone I still know, I have found out that every single one that linked up with a sex worker, this could be everything from OnlyFans to full-on hookers, has gotten a fornication trophy. It is either something you pay for 18 to 21 years or something they needed heavy medication for. In one case that I know of, he had to be put in the ICU due to the level of drugs they put him on. FYI, he came out okay. Though, like me, he makes sure no man ever goes to the Shake It Club. Guess when Pop said stripper herpes, he wasn't joking. Friends don't let friends date strippers. And they definitely don't let their friends marry strippers.
No. And, when we were in Vegas, there was a guy there, and I was talking to him, and I brought up the fact that, you don't want to date sex workers or strippers because it never ends well. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean, man? And I go, well, chances are, sooner or later, if she's getting older, you're going to slip one by the goalie. And he's just like, got her in. Oh. He literally, you see his shoulders go down. He's like, that ain't funny, Pop.
It's true, though.
And I'm like, so you have a baby mama who used to be a stripper. I'm done talking about this.
Yeah, bye.
He just walked off. And I'm like, I'm not trying to piss people off, but there's truth in that statement.
Yes, there is. CJ, Vassal Gel. Sorry, that's the Western version. The original version is Indian, called Risug or Risug. Mm-hmm. Smooth Criminal. Funny how the Russia fiasco made COVID disappear. Well, if you want to know what you're not going to hear about anymore, or where there's suddenly going to be a radical narrative shift, look at everything the Democrats are losing on. Mm-hmm. And if there's a midterm election coming up, it's like that meme where Homer disappears into the bushes. Only when he disappears into the bushes, this time he's got a needle in his arm and a mask on. Wear a mask, wear a mask. And he disappears in the bushes and he comes back with no needle and a mask off. The science has changed.
Yeah. What a bunch of bullshit.
It's pathetic.
And here's the weird thing. Here's the truth about science. You can have thousands of scientists saying, well, this is the truth.
It's the truth.
But it only takes one guy to be right.
Yeah.
I.e. Galileo.
Scientific consensus is not science.
It's not.
There was a time when the finest minds on this planet all agreed that the earth was flat.
Yes.
And they persecuted the ever-loving shit out of the one guy who was right.
And the sun revolved around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right, we're going to take a quick break for a sponsor, and then we're going to jump right into the Freedom Convoy. Hopefully we don't get banned.
The first wave, well, that was about voting. The second wave, that was about the pill. Double wah. The third wave, it was about securing more rights than men. And because we let it all happen, what does the fourth wave look like? Find out and arm yourself against the war for your soul and this country. You need these books here. Surviving Fourth Wave Feminism, volumes 1 and 2. They're on sale now. Click on.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
All right, we jumped out of that, but the link is in the description, and there is still a promo code POP. Oh,
I gotcha.
It bounced off of me. It's black.
It's on your chest.
Yeah. Promo code POP. Save yourself some money. Get yourself those books. They're a long read, but they get down to the gnat's ass.
Yes, they do.
And they are worth it. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Freedom Convoy is going worldwide, and there's another one coming up here in the U.S. Go to defeatthemandatesdc.com if you want to know what's going on here. The next march is going to be in Southern California. Apparently, they're doing the change the date thing.
Yeah.
Because when we first looked at this, it said March 5th.
Well, I do the same thing when they tell me to plan the international men's conferences.
Yeah.
They give me a range of dates. We pick the date we're going to use, and then we announce it's another weekend at a different location. And then as it approaches, boom.
Boom. Yep. So join up on the site. Make sure that you sign up for notifications and whatnot, because we're winning. And that's why they hate us so much. That's why the propaganda's coming fast and fierce, and Trudeau is doubling down on stupid.
Yeah, you mean Castro?
Yeah, Justin Castration.
Gotcha.
He keeps fucking around and turning his people against him. That's exactly what's going to happen to him.
Didn't I predict he was going to double down a couple weeks ago?
Yep. But they're not telling you that this is worldwide.
You're not. Yeah,
but it is.
You're not picking this up anywhere else.
Here it is, right here. This is Canberra. This is Australia. This isn't a convoy per se, But you can see here, thousands upon thousands of people clogging the streets. Nobody's getting through these people. This is fantastic in Australia.
That is not a small minority.
No. And despite having some of the most minuscule case totals on the entire planet, Australia is still going full Reich with their bullshit. So this was inevitable. So please keep up fighting the good fight. Israel now has their own freedom convoy, blocking main highways in protest of COVID measures. You can see here they're even painting the Canadian flag on the Israel flag in solidarity with Canada. Love this. Keep it going, guys. And, spread these around. Like I said, after the stream, all of these links are on Redonkulas.com. You can share them out. Make sure people know this is not a fringe movement. This is not an isolated incident. This is a worldwide movement.
Yeah, because I actually came up with a strategy. Strategery called the park stop.
Yes.
And what you do is you get like 500 guys. You buy a beater. You can buy beaters up to like $800. You don't have to go far, right?
Yeah.
And everyone gets in their beater. It's never ever transferred to them. They drive it in position, get out, pop the hood, tear out like the alternator, and put a chain around the steering wheel and just make it an absolute pain in the ass.
Yeah.
500 cars in downtown Washington, D.C., in every intersection, if it was done and coordinated simultaneously, will shut that city down for at least 3 days.
Well, why do you think D.C. is ending its mandates? It's not because it's the right thing to do. It's because Joe Biden is the most unpopular sack of shit president we've had in decades.
I don't think we've ever had one with a lower...
We especially haven't had one go from 81 million scoops of ice cream to sub 40% approval in only a year.
Yeah, you're correct.
The last thing that he and the Democrats can afford is a freedom convoy in Washington, D.C.
They should go there anyway.
They should.
Yeah, fuck it.
The only reason that there's a lot of provinces in Canada that are pulling their mandates. You know what's going to happen? A lot of them are going to try to reinstitute them after they break this up. Don't let them do it.
I'm going to make another prediction about Canada. We've got Castro doing his thing, and I can see Canada breaking up because there's already provinces that don't want to be part of Canada.
Yeah.
I can see Canada breaking up over this.
Hey, maybe they can join us.
I don't have a problem with that as long as they pay their own bills. And
hey, then you wouldn't have to invade them to take their beer anymore.
they just bring the beer with them.
Yeah! It's a win for everyone.
Yeah! I didn't think about that.
Because
I'm a lazy American. Bring that vagina over here. That's my drunk Canadian accent.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This
Oh,
is
God.
no swear. Stop!
God, no.
I had to mess with you.
Stop it, man.
I know. Fan I Am wants us to know he is from Canberra, Australia.
All
So
right.
if you've seen any of this firsthand, please send us some videos to the email address. We'd love to see them.
Yeah.
Now, where else is this going on? Brussels.
Uh-huh.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's homeland.
Yeah.
Check it out.
He's an asshole.
I know he's an asshole, but he does make some pretty good movies.
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore. But
No, like his first 6 or 7 videos when he was younger were pretty good.
well, his last great movie was JCVD, where he played himself.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal fucking performance. Actually doing a film in his native language for a change. Absolutely great. The only problem with that movie is that the director apparently went to the Zack Snyder School of Visualization and Design, and he got so up his own ass with the color grade on that movie that I'm like, what the fuck am I even looking at?
See,
Way to take a potentially great movie and downgrade it to a good movie just because you crawl up your own ass as a visual stylist.
okay. All right.
So, Brussels, and then,
Uh-oh.
of course, where it all began, Canuckistan. Oh, yeah. Ontario police is now just randomly going around to the homes of people who happen to be participants in certain Facebook groups.
Correct.
In other words, we're the Gestapo. Where's your papers? Let's check it out.
Yeah, this is incredibly
Sorry, since you're
infuriating.
at my home, can I just get your name and your badge number, please?
I have a card here.
Okay.
It's Erica Ingram.
I'm so sorry.
And this is just some information about peaceful protests. That's all it is.
Sorry.
Okay, so you saw something on my Facebook,
No, on the Facebook group.
okay, and decided to come to my personal residence to give me information about peaceful protest?
Yes.
Okay, so are the
Yeah, because the Canadian government has decided that an actually peaceful protest is actually right-wing extremism.
And this here is this is off topic, but you notice this is a female officer doing this
Yes.
because typically you send female
So
officers.
she identifies as female.
Well, I'm just saying you send female officers for stuff like this because people who are rational people who don't really want to do bad shit are less likely to do bad shit when a female police officer.
When it's a chica.
Yeah, when it's a chick. And unless unless the female shows up and there's already active violence, then you literally watch them just mop the floor with this female officer's hair. I mean, they just get blown out of the water.
Hey, Dina.
Peterborough Police? No, you're with OPP?
OPP?
Are you guys now monitoring people's Facebook pages or Facebook groups to who comments as to what their
God damn it, this is scary shit.
status updates are
Yeah.
or what they're doing or
So
within the group?
Just
Like,
because of the protest happening province-wide, yes, we have been monitoring the protest.
Okay.
So there's a protest coming up. I'm simply providing you with information about a peaceful protest, and now I'm leaving.
Yeah, the Freedom Convoy is a peaceful protest. Now, the BLM protest that Trudeau says were totally fine, where people, burned, looted, and murdered, those were not.
I don't recall cities being burned down in Canada.
Oh, there was still some shit there.
I mean, I'm sure there was some shit, but it wasn't.
There
like
was some shit over in Europe.
Yeah.
They were burning, looting, and murdering in Europe. Nothing happened there. Leftists just love a chance to get violent.
And free shit.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
You know.
So the Ontario Provincial Police are watching what people are doing on Facebook in different groups, whether or not they're commenting, participating, liking, and you guys are now doing service calls to give people information about peaceful protest.
It's just a
Busted!
proactive measure to make sure you
Yeah,
understand.
they're coming off as this is civility, but really it's intimidation.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I know where you
I mean,
are.
yeah.
I know what you're doing, and I know where you live.
I mean, this is when, like the Bond villain, like parades, the businessman that he's trying to strike a deal with through his lair, and he just happens to stroll by the area that shows where all the nuclear weapons are targeted, and one of them is at his daughter's school. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. That's just fine. As long as we're okay with it, we're on the level here. And we're buddies, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that as long as you do what I tell you to do.
Stay out of the way. Don't be a problem. Comply.
That's what's going on here, ladies and germs.
Comply.
Comply.
Fuck off.
No one has ever complied their way out of tyranny.
No, never.
Never, ever.
Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorite ones.
This guy here, he knows what's up.
Okay, now, first of all, I had a hard time with this because this guy's got a full crazy beard and he's wearing a uniform. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to have beards like that in the Canadian military. Oh, but in the American military,
It's
you
frowned
shouldn't
upon.
have facial hair like that because you can't put your NBC mask on. It doesn't.
Just going to make sure I like this guy's video.
Yep.
As always, sources on Redonkulas.com after the stream. We're not going to play the whole video, but we will play a portion of it. Enjoy.
Good day, folks. My name is Major Stephen Schwadowski. I have served Canada in the Canadian Armed Forces for 20 plus years. I hold a first-class honors degree in political science, and I have held several Army command positions. I have an urgent message for all Canadians. For nearly 2 years, our own elected government officials have been using the bullying tactics of fear, intimidation, coercion, and financial and physical violence against us to gain compliance for certain repeated medical procedures. We tell our children that bullying is wrong. We know it to be so. Yet we allow our leaders to do this to us. They have knowingly and repeatedly violated the highest laws of the land in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, as well as other signed international human rights agreements. Canadians have been lulled into believing that the same government who suppresses your freedoms in the name of safety will one day just reward you back with your freedoms if you just comply to ever-changing rules and health orders. That, folks, is the very definition of tyranny, not democracy. Humans are inherently free. Kings and queens and government cronies can't give you your basic human rights. They are naturally yours.
Unless you give them up.
Yes.
In the name of safety. And security. And as soon as you do, you deserve neither.
All right, so in the beginning, when he talked about the financial and coercion stuff,
yeah,
it just dawned on me that the leftists are using the Duluth model to basically dominate everyone and bully them into submission.
Yeah, no evidence necessary.
No.
Just accusation.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, man.
And yet, we're being told nonstop propaganda 24/7, 365 that the people who are campaigning and up there protesting in favor of freedom are the extremists. No. You want to know who the extremists are? The government.
Mm-hmm.
Pro-government shills. Leftoids. I don't see people parking their trucks in the street and honking their horns to ensure that I am not subjected to medical tyranny. I don't see that as extremism. I see teaching revisionist history and Marxism in schools as extremism. I see teaching gender identity to preschoolers as extremism. I see putting children on puberty blockers as extremism.
And punishing the parents for not allowing it.
I see people having their jobs, their livelihoods, their very existence threatened by a fusion of government and big pharmaceutical corporations in the name of profit. That is fucking extremism. And if you haven't woken up to this yet after 2 years, you're the problem, and you should probably just stay the fuck home, which is what you're trying to encourage the rest of us to do. Should I play it? Should I play it for that? I think that was a pretty good rant.
Yeah, we can't watch this whole thing. It's what, 7 minutes long, 6.5?
Yeah, it's pretty long, but
we got the gist. Now, he's in uniform. He's a major. He basically probably ended his military career right now.
If there's anything like the United States Code of Military Justice up there,
they're going to come after him, even though he's speaking the truth. They're going to come after him. He's speaking the truth.
They're going to come after him. It's going to be over for him. Don't let it be forgotten, though. Whatever they do to him, do not let that be in vain. Take that video, grab the link from the Redonkulas.com website, and share it around to everyone.
All right, now we have the Bill Maher thing.
Yeah, well, Trudeau's doubled down. He decided to enact his bullshit fake emergency order, and in the process wound up sounding so Reich Soviet. And, of course, he's one of the people who calls everybody else racist and sexist, misogynist.
Now, I'm going to say this about Bill Maher. All right? Don't be fooled.
No.
That motherfucker, Bill Maher, was talking mad trash about anyone who supported Trump.
Yep.
Okay? He was laughing at all of the so-called theories about shit that was going on, saying was absolutely bullshit.
Yes.
Okay? He knows that the tide is turning, and he's trying to save his ass.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He's trying to get out ahead of it to make himself look
fuck that guy.
He knew what the truth was all along.
Yeah.
Just now that he knows which way the winds are blowing, he's more willing to speak it.
He just was talking. He was lying to us. He was willingly doing propaganda so he could get fucking paid. And now the everything's shifting, and now he's like, well, yeah. No, fuck that guy. I would love to just beat him into a coma. Pisses me off, but I can't do that because I'm old now. So now I can just say this: fuck off,
fuck him.
All right,
but
yeah,
I will say
it's bubbly, man.
It's very bubbly.
Ooh, that's a shelf. I could put a beer on that from behind.
That'd be an interesting experiment. I will say this, though. Right here, he is dead on.
I started to read what he said. This is a couple of weeks ago. He was, or maybe this is September.
And I suppose before he gets into it, what makes this shift important, even if it is completely self-serving, is the fact that he will actually be able to reach people who will never listen to us.
That's right. They won't.
Even if it's completely self-serving, ego-stroking, ball-juggling nonsense. At the very least, he's going to be able to actually get some people on the other side to wake the fuck up. And if... because there were people on the show actually cheering for those who are still voting for this vaccine mandate bullshit.
As far as I'm concerned, there is no redemption for Bill Maher.
No.
That's just me.
He can keep talking the truth, but it's not going to make up for the decades of lies.
But he was talking about people who are not vaccinated. He said they don't believe in science. They're often misogynistic, often racist. No, they're not.
That was not smart of him at all.
Right. He said, but they take up space. And with that...
It sounds very much like Hitler.
That's Hitler shit.
Yeah, we need breathing room. Earth Hitler, 1938.
Right before he kicked off the fucking... that was before he went into Poland.
It was about 1938.
Yeah. And he was doing his shenanigans before he pissed off...
I learned that from Star Trek.
Yeah, well, he pissed off England by doing his bullshit they started World War II.
Yep.
We have to make a choice in terms of a leader as a country. Do we tolerate these people? It's like, tolerate them. Now you do sound like Hitler.
That was...
and recently he talked about them holding unacceptable views.
Wow. I'm surprised to hear that Trudeau said those things.
I'm not. That dude has been sucking the cocks of both his biological and adoptive father.
I seriously doubt he was elected by the popular vote. I think that he was elected by the dry run that basically aided in our ice cream social.
I would agree with you.
It was a mass rehearsal for the big show.
Yep.
You didn't see the blackface? I mean, no, I'm kidding about that. I'm not. I mean, that was not a good look for him. But I mean, come on. I mean, that's I think what gets under people's skin. He started to.
He's a self-serving dickweed, but he's right.
Yep.
That's how the sun shines even on a dog's ass, once in a while, right?
If it turns in circles enough and goes nowhere.
Like my dog chasing her tail?
Yes. Doesn't do anything constructive. It's funny for a little while. Then if it goes on too long, you got to put him to sleep.
Yep. Now, this is the part where shit gets dicey. But they're only doing this because we're winning. So don't give up. Okay, police in Canada and France have deployed snipers and tear gas against freedom convoys. A little extreme considering the fact that Alec Baldwin has killed more people than all of these protests combined.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're correct. You are correct.
It's a little extreme, and they're the ones always trying to lecture the rest of us on extremism.
Yep.
This is extremism. Police crackdowns against the Freedom Convoy protests began Saturday with authorities working to clear anti-COVID mandate demonstrators in Kazakhstan and France. The enforcement in Canada focused on the Ambassador Bridge, which connects the city of Windsor, Ontario to Detroit. The bridge was one of the locations focused on by Canadian truckers who formed a blockade preventing travel across the major economic thoroughfare. See, now, one of the reasons why this is a problem is because the Ambassador Bridge is privately owned.
Correct.
So you're going to run into a little bit more of a sticking point, and that's why they focused on it so heavily.
Well, also, I believe it's the main artery between Canada and the United States is the Ambassador.
There is another bridge up near Port Huron.
Yes.
But it's nowhere near as heavily traveled.
I used to come across that bridge up at Port Huron when I come back from New York.
Good times. Yeah, they surrounded protesters front and back. We'll show a little bit here. Large police armored personnel carrier brought up in the distance and snipers on the roof of the customs building. Again, a little extreme considering not one person has been hurt by anyone who wasn't an Antifa leftist.
But this is what's going to cause the two-way rifle range to kick off.
Yeah.
Is these cops are going to posture, and there's going to be a situation where they don't know what to do. Somebody's going to start shooting, and then everyone starts shooting.
Yep.
You get a bunch of dead people. And then the people who got killed get really pissed off, and they go home and get their shit and come back. And now the cops are outnumbered, 10, 20, 50 to 1.
Just don't give up, guys.
Yeah, don't give
up.
I don't want any violence to happen.
No. But the reason why they're doing this shit is because we are winning.
Yes.
They're realizing this is not a fringe minority.
No.
This is not some small group of... This isn't Antifa and BLM. The reason why they let those people run wild is because just like Fox News compared to the lamestream media, they are controlled opposition. They are funded by billionaires doing the work of Marxist billionaires. They're the useful idiots.
Correct.
This is an actual grassroots protest, just like Trump was an actual grassroots candidacy. Mm-hmm. They are terrified that they are losing their death grip on this world population. And this is not a symptom. And this is the cure.
What is actually compelling Trudeau or Castro Light to do what he's doing? Out of fear.
Yeah.
Because they're going to come for him. And they're going to question his policies and the shit he's done. And he's fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Castro's going to get castrated on his own front lawn if he keeps this shit up.
He might. I myself am not a fan of that kind of punishment, but, it is what it is.
Nobody likes the idea of getting their nuts cut off.
No,
let's be honest.
I mean, I'm not a torture guy. I mean, if you piss me off to the point where, that might even be I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
It is what it is. Some guy in the chat's like, if you think Trump was grassroots, y'all not so smart. No. Trump himself was not grassroots, but his support was
grassroots.
All right.
Yep.
There's a big difference between the kind of shit that we're used to and what we just had for 4 years.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to live in a delusional leftoid world where all of the billionaires and government agencies that have abused the ever-loving fuck out of me and generations before me all suddenly decided to band together to defend democracy against evil Orange Man, but unfortunately I have a brainstem and a pulse. So I can't believe that.
And you've been hanging out with me, and you have learned how to think. You weren't you went to college before they were pounding into your head what to think.
Yeah, they didn't teach any of this Marxist shit at my college.
They probably
They taught little bits of it,
Yes.
but now it is off the fucking chain.
Yeah. Like, for instance, if you are going to college now and they are forcing you to take courses like this, get a lawyer, pack up with other people, and sue the college. You don't need that shit to get by in the real world. It is absolute horse shit. And the excuse of, we want you to be well-rounded. Fuck off. Yeah. I'm coming here and giving you my money because I want to learn this skill and work in this industry. Period.
That's it. And of course, when you can't win with your rhetoric, you try to cut them off at the source. Give, Send, Go has been hacked, and the names of the Freedom Convoy donors have been leaked. Where? On Twitter, whereas it is a direct violation of the TOS to do such a thing.
Yes, and there is a...
but is Twitter going to do anything about it?
No. It was redirected, hacked to a website called Give, Send, Gone. Now, okay, So they set up a domain. There's a traceable financial action that requires that. All right, there's an IP address who did it. Now, they could have done it through Tor or something like that.
Yeah.
But if the American law enforcement, juggernaut wants to actually do something about this, they can. But I don't think they will.
They probably won't. It's just...
And this, like the whistleblower, it's stacked. They put the data on a whistleblower website called Do Secrets. And my note here, if you get the PDF, it says it works both ways. So guess what? The left did this. We're going to have hackers on the right doing it to the left, except they're going to really bitch about it. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, my God. It works both ways, bitch.
Yeah. Well, unless you're on Twitter, because Twitter is letting this go.
Yeah, they need to
But
go
if
away.
you try to share the New York Post article about the Hunter Biden laptop,
you got banned.
Oh no, that's misinformation. You can't share that. That's a violation of our TOS because it's hacked information.
Yeah,
bullshit.
And here's another thing I'm going to make a prediction. As this escalates into the violent phases, You're going to see the corporate boards of Twitter and Facebook and PayPal and all of those places that are supporting this shit. They're going to start getting targeted.
Yep.
And the same thing is going to happen to the conservative side. Historically, that's how these things start up. It happened in Spain. It happened in Colombia. It's happened all over South America. I mean, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yep. Jail. And you recorded a little video today.
Yes,
because
I did.
You have an idea for how to.
Okay, no, hang on.
You explain it.
All right, so first of all, I worked in finance. I was an investment banker. I was a mortgage broker. I did financial planning. I fucking know how this shit works. All right, and what we're seeing right now is you're seeing the division happening. All right, now if you were smart and you wanted to make an assload of cash, you would set up something that both sides could use. You stay out of it, and money is the ultimate weapon.
Yes, it is. All right. We will probably post this as a bit, or at the very least, I'll put it on Vimeo so that you guys can download it, study it, share it with your friends.
It's not that complicated. It's 3 minutes long.
It's not that complicated at all, and we're probably going to use this opportunity to go empty our bladders because that's how we roll around.
I got to piss anyway.
We will be back after this with your Super Chats.
All right, you crazy bastards. This is just a quick video. We're going to insert it into the live stream. Basically, we're going to go on what I'm going over is an opportunity for individuals out there who wish to A, get involved, or B, make money. Okay, now listen, conflict, if you do it correctly and you play both sides, everyone makes money. I know it's bad to say that, but that's just the reality of the situation. Now, if you come over here, we've got Give, Send, Go right here. Here are the donors. You can have as many as you can get, 100,000, 10,000, whatever. They all donate here. You have the comptroller who set up the GoFundMe campaign, and he linked it to a bank account. All right, this comptroller could be dual citizenship, Canada, USA, or he could just be a United States citizen, what have you. Now, over here, this is everything that takes place on this side of the equation is basically government visibility. Now, the comptroller can simply do this. As the funds hit Give, Send, Go, he pulls them out, transfers them to his bank account, then connects that to a crypto account. There's dozens of them out there. It can be easily set up. And then from there, you take the money, you convert it to Bitcoin or Ethereum. Those are the two stable ones right now for the most part. And then they can be transferred to any other crypto account or individuals out there. And it's virtually, it's very difficult to track from here to there. You can take additional steps like putting in the Bitcoin into a Bitcoin mixer. You can use the dark web, what have you. Now, I know there are other evil geniuses out there who can easily make this financial model right here, where they make a custom donor site, and then they hook it up to crypto, and they can basically charge a percentage for everyone trying to raise funds and move them around. Okay? Because this is the part that scares basically the big governments of the world. When they can't see what is being done with the money, they get really paranoid. Especially if they're doing nefarious shit. Alright, that's just a quick one there. I'll talk to you guys later. Out.
Winning.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. And I'm sorry that the diagrams weren't actually done that well. I did that whole thing in 30 minutes.
That's all right. You did well. You did well. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean,
and here's another thing.
Nobody's grading you on your Photoshop skills.
Hang on. Here's another thing right here. So I was doing a bunch of research on Give, Send, Go. And you know how I am when I do my research. All right. I came upon this here, and this is also in this stack of papers. And this is basically a screenshot of a corporation applying for basically the same thing as tax-exempt status in Canada as here.
Yeah.
This is basically a new filing in Canada, and I blot out their names and stuff. But it's basically, this is evidence of the right mobilizing.
Yeah.
This is going to happen more and more. And guess what?
They're behind the curve, but they're finally doing it.
They are going to catch up. And I will be more than happy to talk them through it on how to get caught up. Because everything in my mind is war, and that's how I roll.
That is how you roll. All right, we're going to rip through some super chats here, and then we're going to switch over to New Tech to talk about the Durham probe. Because the lamestream media is really, really desperate to ignore it, and therefore YouTube probably is too.
Yes.
Downside 13. Holy shit, Pop is a weebo! It's okay, anime has superior storytelling to most modern mainstream Western and woke wank puffin narratives. When comparing toxic hair-colored commie cunt Western women, anime chicks don't look half bad.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Go ahead, eat the poisonous tree frogs in South America and let me know how well you do.
Meximan and cheese. The best burn I heard on Butterscotch Biden was what Tucker Carlson said on election night. The Joe Biden ran for president 3 times, has been working on this his whole life. It's just a shame he isn't here to see it.
That's good. That's good.
That's really good. I hadn't heard that one. Blake's ruptured ass exit. I thought something felt funny. Check the email for some dooming news for society when a lot of shit hits the fan and becomes a diarrhea jet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got Biblical Tales of Doom and Karma for the Man-Hating Society. My father pointed this out to me weeks ago, and it sounds like the feminist Phlegm Society is going to wish the real masculine men would come back to save them from nature's wrath and merciless destructive dick.
Yeah.
Isaiah 13, verses 11 through 12. 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Ophir is a port known for its wealth. Basically, when this shit hits, the society will want masculine men to fix their problems and bail them out just like every other time.
Yep.
At least we aren't obligated to help them. Let them die. As the Drek Special Forces motto goes, rip them apart, tear their flesh, crush their souls, and leave them for dead. Or we can do the Conan. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, but that's fine.
It all works.
Yeah. It's Darwin.
Yeah.
You basically, what they're saying in that verse is men stand back and let Darwin handle the business.
Yeah.
And then when Darwin is done, cutting down the wheat, then the men should come forward to put an end to it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mein Führer fucking sock. Hey, Soppy Pop, have you heard of Russia's super soldier armor called the Century Armor System?
I have.
I know we have the powered exosuit part, but what will this mean for the next war? COD Infinite Warfare, but for real?
Well, I mean, you want to see where the battlefield's going? Just watch some BattleTech anime.
There you go.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Or if you're really low rent, you can watch the last act of the third Matrix movie. Ascension! Speaking of blows at sucking, heard a story about a dude who wanted to impress a girl, so he put a bicycle pump in his pee hole and pumped it to make it bigger. It popped.
Oh, my God.
He was hospitalized for a week. How's that for a vasectomy?
That is some stupid-ass shit right there. But, hey, there's people who put light bulbs up their ass, so anything's possible.
Or mason jars.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's
glass ass.
Oh, my God. That's horrible. That's just terrible.
Well, that is a question that has been plaguing mankind for all eternity. Can you inflate a phallus with a basketball pump? And they called him mad. Jimbo the Jimbro. In Canberra, they used an LRAD, long-range acoustic device, against the crowd without the proper procedures. If you don't know what it is, it's basically an ultrasonic weapon that causes nausea, headaches, and in severe cases, strokes.
Yeah, it basically agitates your nerve endings on your skin using sound.
Fuck Australia.
And well, we have it here, too.
I'm just saying. Fuck
We
Australia.
have actually. This is going to be bizarre when I tell you this, but they have a weapon, and the humidity has to be a certain level. It's a laser pointed at the target.
Oh yeah, you told me about.
And then they use the humidity to basically down the laser goes an electric shock and fucks you up.
So it's like a long range taser.
It's kind of like
it's a laser
Star
taser.
Wars blaster.
Nice. And will this one actually hit its target though if it's held by a stormtrooper?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah.
It always cracked me up. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise. Oh really? Where do you see the rest of these fucking movies?
Yeah. And you know, the way they make it sound in the lore is the stormtroopers are like elite and there's only a certain percentage make it. Otherwise they wind up in the regular army.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No. And then by The Last Jedi, you know, a former stormtrooper is walking around pissing out of 15 holes. I think I'm going to redo my character arc again.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Fuck those movies in the asshole with a big rubber dick. Hello to the 96 people currently watching us on D-Live. Big hello to the 119, 120, 121. It's going up over on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Jumping over to Odyssey. Major Riggs. Oh, shit. I got promoted, Pop.
All right.
Major Syphilis? Just saying. Falk for life. How many trucks can Trudeau tow if tow trucks won't tow trucks?
I don't know. And I'm going to be honest with what he just did. If you own a tow truck company in Canada, disable your trucks so they can't use them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to come and they're going to try to take your shit to use it on them. Don't allow that to happen.
Amen. Big hello to the 230 people watching over on Odyssey. Owl Dude. There was a foul woman named Horton. Was a master of making dicks shorten. All cocks would head south when she'd open her mouth and talk about the warts she was sporting.
Oh! That's pretty much accurate, though. Wow! Dude, that's good. Thug life poem.
Wow! I bow to you. I bow to you.
That's good.
That's amazing.
You should write a book, Red Pill Poetry.
That is fantastic. Big hello to the 638 currently watching on Rumble. That's about to go up when we leave YouTube for new tech. 64 currently watching on MGTOW.tv. We got some more donations over there. All right. Dun dun. Kiro Ninja 00. Hey, Pop, Darwin forgot to include these woke useful idiots when he made the law. Oh, I'm sorry. I already read that one. Trying to remember where I got to here. It doesn't tell me where I was. Only where I have not been.
Fucked up in the head.
I fucked it, man.
Fucked up in the head.
Ballistic Zero. I think this is where we got here. I never got to that part in the Bible and got way too confused when I read God made the sun and moon on the fourth day. Then how the fuck did 4 days pass? Got traumatized ever since.
Yeah, I've read the Bible like 3 times. It's really complicated.
Well, I don't think it's actually days. I think it's phases, because if God is the Alpha and the Omega, time does not exist to him.
Yes.
So it's literally phases upon which the universe was created. That's how I've always
I'll go with that.
Amy Horton's warts, Danny Craig and drag. No, I'm not going to click on that, man. I'm not going to do it. I like Casino Royale. I want to keep enjoying it.
Oh, my God.
Ballistic Zero. Had a private the other day who was asking the mechanic to install BA11ONS on his Humvee. I knew the joke, so I said... So I asked for the same thing, getting an, damn, you got it, boss. Glad to find 99 red balloons tied to my Expando van LMTV. Unfortunately, the PV2 is still looking for the blinker fluid I asked for. No one fucked with my privates but me.
Yeah, I got fucked with hard. I carried a goddamn bale of hay to feed a gamma goat, which is a truck, an old vehicle they don't use anymore. That was They got me good. They got me. It's a mile up there to the motor pool and a mile back.
I'm sure a lot of people fell for the same thing.
Yeah, they laughed me off the stage.
At least it wasn't the screaming goat.
If I had a goat that did that, he would die. He'd become sausage.
And please don't do that at 7 o'clock in the morning. Iapetus, do you think with the mentality of if it's not in my backyard, it don't matter, otherwise known as NIMBYists, do you think people will actually take action if another ice cream social happens, or will they be so complacent that they still wouldn't give a shit?
Like most people are not going to do anything until they can't heat their house, can't get medical attention. I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it is because, we've got a bunch of men who are basically got their manhood by default.
Yep. Unfortunately, people don't react to things until it affects them because they're too stupid to realize what's coming down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that this was going to be bad. I wish I had known how bad it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. Because
holy shit, Biden has managed to tunnel under even my lowest expectations of him.
Listen, I knew it was going to be bad.
Oh, I did too. But like this is where my expectations were. Like way the fuck down here, Biden managed to tunnel underneath them and leave a trail of shitty diapers along the way.
Yep.
And, half-eaten ice cream cones.
When I woke up the morning after the Stunning and Brave ice cream social and I saw what transpired, then I saw how, people were like, no, judges were saying no standing, nobody's doing anything.
Yep.
I knew. I'm like, this is it. We have officially opened the gate, and people are walking to the two-way rifle.
We're going to kick it off.
I knew sooner or later it was going to happen.
Ballistic Zero. I don't know why anyone would donate over at YouTube. New tech all the way, baby. Balls deep.
Yeah, YouTube takes 30%.
Yeah, YouTube takes 30%. So if you're still donating on YouTube, stop it!
Yeah, Locals takes almost nothing.
Yeah, Locals takes maybe 10%.
Yeah, I mean, they got Patreon. They don't really take that much either.
MGTOW takes like 10 cents plus 3%.
Yeah, that's
Streamlabs takes next to nothing.
Yes. It's
so if you're donating on YouTube, you're fucking up by the numbers. And because literally right now, with all the donations that we have pulled in tonight, YouTube is pulling in for doing absolutely nothing over $100.
Yep.
Just saying. Ballistic Zero. The fuck you talking about, Pop? You're old. Mayor is old and you can take him. I'm going to call it now. Cripple fight.
Cripple fight.
Cripple fight.
Yeah.
Iapetus. Pop and Blake may be too old, but with Blake being captain of the destroyer USS Drinking Straw, a.k.a. the Gay Cruise, and Pop commanding the modernly updated battleship the USS Suck-a-Dick, we still have enough red pill ordnance to blow the lefty loonies out of the water.
All we have to do is tell the truth.
Well, at the rate that the soy boys are signing up to be in the draft, they're going to be blowing themselves out of the water.
They might, yeah. That's kind of creepy, but true.
And swallowing.
Munking!
God. Well, they expect seawater to be salty.
God damn you. Stop. You bastard. I'll kill you, man.
I'm going to stomp your lifeless corpse into the ground, maggot. Oh, denied. Ballistic Zero at Corey Slater. I believe in slow paper cuts. Not that bad, you say? Imagine getting shot in the knee. Now imagine getting a slow paper cut on the tip of your dick. Oh!
Yeah. I'm not a torture guy.
Oh, right in the slit. Oh.
See, I'm not a torture guy. That's just not my thing.
So that's why I could never understand why dudes would voluntarily get their junk pierced.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I had a soldier get it tattooed when he was on block leave. And that was pretty traumatic.
Okay, what was so important that he had to mangle his own junk for life?
Well, on the hole at the end, he put whiskers, and on the head there was 2 eyeballs and a little nose, and on the side it said tunnel rat. And I made him post that shit in the bar a couple times, like, Kilgore, post your tool. Yes, sir. Look at that shit. Can you believe that? Yeah, he seriously got his dick tattooed when he was home on block leave. That guy was a savage. Just a savage.
Give your balls a tug, you fucking shit tuckers.
He was a good ranger, though.
It's terrible.
Well, he did like everyone else. You march hard, you shoot straight, and always speak the truth. That's all I can ask of anyone.
Speaking of which, if you guys out there are Letterkenny fans, the Shoresy spinoff has been confirmed. Winning. He's my favorite character on the show.
Is that on Hulu?
Yes.
I don't have Hulu.
A little Craven Misbehave. Ballistic Zero. A light bulb up the ass. Talk about a glass cannon.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Terrible. Terrible. Demaster 12. Any other examples of LDS corruption?
LDS corruption. Nothing's coming to mind.
I got nothing. It's late. I've been reading a lot. L Snows. That's a cross of Lorraine on the French flag. Is that the surrender monkey cross?
Nah, it comes back from the
Oh, Latter-day Saints?
Well, no.
LDS. Yeah, Latter-day Saints.
Well,
maybe?
no, yeah. Well, that cross was actually used a little bit in the Crusades, and it just got picked up and used by somebody else.
Fuck the Mormons. Philip Oliver Holes. Cracks me up every time. I was at Walmart the other day, and I heard a little girl ask her brother why humans can't eat humans. Sounds like she's onto something. Check email also. Oh, boy. Here we go. What do we got here? Must be George. While watching an older video, I paused the video and caught a glimpse of this gem, so I made a meme. Your face after she fails the dick stacking test.
Yeah, that was back when I weighed 195.
Yeah,
that's a good day.
That was a good day. Aren't you down to about that?
I got down to about 197, but I was sick. No, I stopped being sick. I gained a little back. 205 to 208.
Damn it! There's a user on Rumble called Pringles Can of Starbursts.
Whatever, that's fine. Hey, man,
it's nasty. Good mother. These smother safety tyrants have nothing better to do. Imagine a man showing up after a Facebook group investigation. Not. Yeah, screw the Canadian popos. Abe Gorillo in Tourette's guy voice. Bob Saget! That's all. Carry on. Cheers. Anderson Paladin. Canadian 25-year veteran James Topp is walking from Vancouver, British Columbia to Ottawa, Ontario. He's leaving this Sunday on foot and only stopping to sleep and eat. Fucking legend. Oh, he's going full Forrest Gump. Hopefully he doesn't.
Too, that's going to be tough.
Hopefully he doesn't raw dog a chick with AIDS when he's done.
Yeah. Well, supposedly it was supposed to be Hep C, but we know it was AIDS.
Holy fook. Mark my words, there's a reason why immigration is uncomfortable in U.S./Canada, or uncontrollable in U.S./Canada. When globalists squeeze you out of military and law enforcement, they will build foreign legion, beat you into submission, and take away your rights.
They will try.
They'll try, but it's not going to happen.
Well, let's hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, they'll try. It's not going to happen. That's the long-term goal, but yeah. Jonathan, that the whole multiculturalism thing is falling apart. Sooner or later, their population as a whole is going to rebel against it. Jonathan Nagy, I would like to say I don't want bloodshed, but I'd be lying. The longer we don't strike true fear into the political class so they drop the power trip for another 50 years, the more blood it will require.
That's absolutely correct.
He is. Jonathan Nagy again. I'm sick of watching that can get kicked to the next generation. Every time they always kick down the road. Yeah. Capricorn Cabulus, with that diagram, I'm teaching my dog to be a financial advisor. For real. Is it worth getting into? Been studying for licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made good money.
Listen, when I worked in finance, I did quite well for myself. And they were paying me peanuts. Can you imagine if you start your own business and you're able to do this kind? Because all you really got to do is incorporate it out of the country, and and there's really nothing they could do to you if you're not doing anything like uber illegal.
Yeah.
If you're just a financial service that it's just like, okay, you want to make a donation, and then they make the donation, it goes into your account, and then that person who owns the account has the ability to convert it to crypto and do whatever they want with it. You're not doing anything illegal.
No. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Capricorn Cabulus, my last money here. See you on the flip side.
All right.
Thank you very much. Jonathan Nagy, didn't know about the 30%. Sorry. We've mentioned it a few times on the stream, but not everybody tunes in for them all. Channel 1-800-DUMB. Pop's seminar he did. Watched one long ago, an MRA thing. Very excellent. Very good. On self-deletes. I'm very busy. Kiss your son, Blakey. God bless you both. Projectile Blake, I'll find another way to donate.
All right.
Thank you very much. C.G. Roberts, Pop, thoughts on Lucas Gerhard kid in Michigan getting arrested 2 years ago for a Snapchat photo. Still no trial. On house arrest. Can't use electronics or the internet.
I've never heard of this.
I haven't heard of this either. I'll have to look it up. That seems pretty damn egregious.
Yeah.
All right, we are finished on YouTube. We still have to talk about the Durham probe. It looks like it's going to be a quick run through on new tech, but we will see you over there in just a little bit. If you don't follow us over, we'll see you back here on YouTube on Thursday.
The media blackout of the Durham's bombshell report. Allegedly, Clinton campaign infiltrated Trump Tower.
Oh, yeah.
I love how they put...